All right. Hey, how is it going? Hello, friends. I don't know who's all here right now, but we're going to go through this thing real quickly. This is session number 21 of Unlikely Heroes, our homebrew Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition campaign that I've been running for 21 weeks now. It's been a hell of a ride. The group right now will do a little bit of a recap. We got everybody here with us tonight, which is excellent. We got Lucy back. I don't pay attention to any of the chat while we are actually live on stream because I want to make sure that the players are getting all of my attention. So if you happen to say something or pop in and I'm not responding, my apologies. Jump in Discord, ask questions, and oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, well, Gray is going to die very quickly because of the snake eating the sausage. Yeah, anyways, we'll go from there. So bear with me for just a few, you guys, and yeah, let's go have some fun. Okay, I am back. So, let's go ahead and do a very quick recap. So the last time that we played, you guys had gotten down into, you guys had just started fighting the ghouls. A few rounds into combat, you realized that these ghouls were attempting to inject you as they scratched you and bit you with some sort of substance that was not good. You weren't entirely sure what it did. That is until Doc moved into the main room and was swiped by the more intelligent looking of the creatures, the one that didn't move animalistically, the one that looked to command and control the other ghouls, which was known as a ghast. This is something that realized that she had encountered before and said no fucking thank you. Doc was slashed by the ghast and unfortunately held in place. However, you guys came through like champs and absolutely fucking smoked all of the ghouls and the ghast. There was some awesome friendly fire. She definitely 100% shot Gray in the throat. He lived, or at least you guys thought he lived, because when you all turned around to look for him, he was gone. It wasn't until you had pushed past and you almost actually gave up. You got to this dead end and you were like, well, there's nothing down here. We've got to go back to Helmcar and we don't know where Gray is. And then all of a sudden, I don't remember who it was, but somebody...
No, we sound like it all.
Yeah. All of a sudden, somebody realized, oh shit, hold on a second, wait a minute, let me take a look at this. Walked over to the wall, traced their finger. There's a door here. There's a door here. Maybe we should search all of the rooms before we just decide that no clear-cut way out means we lose. Actually, that was Doc, I think, who saw that, if I'm not mistaken.
Ree saw it.
Oh, it was Ree? That's even
Yeah,
better.
I found the fucked up brick.
That's even funnier.
A Harry Potter brick.
Mm-hmm. All right, so you guys open the door. There was this room that you guys entered a short while after, and you immediately noticed that there was this large, like marble or stone disc that at some point was whole and possibly standing, but it now shattered into a bunch of pieces on the ground, and Gray was lying there, breathing, and chained loosely to pieces of the stone tablet, we'll call it. That's when you guys charged into battle, realizing that there were these two massive, I mean, just absolutely lumbering, brute-like zombies. And you were like, all right, piece of cake. We got ourselves a couple, sacks of potatoes. And that's when the shadows showed up. In your guys' glinting ethereal torchlight, these shadows manifested from nothing and began to strike at you. One striking a lucky blow on Bofur, actually physically sapping some of his raw strength from him, making them much scarier than they had been prior. And that, my friends, is about where we had ended. We ended at the very top of the combat round, moving downward. So, real quick, as far as experience is concerned for last session. So for the ghoul fight, there was 363 XP earned, and for roleplay, as we didn't have a lot of roleplay, but we had a little bit of meaning before roleplay, 50 experience was granted. That puts she at 6,160. Gray, you are still at 5,747, and the rest of the party is at 7,110. That's 7,110 for Doc, Ree, and Bofur. Bofur, just as a reminder, you do have -1 strength.
Yes, it is currently noted on my character sheet.
Okay, perfect.
And it's set for all my attacks too.
I think does it automatically do that? Like you said, you can click on, because your strength was normally a 14, right?
Correct.
Okay, so yeah, when you changed that, it should automatically update everything, so that it impacts. Okay, so with that being said, do I have any questions from anybody before we start? Since we are in the throng of combat, Kat, I already know where you're gonna go, but I can't give you that answer because you're being attacked by Shadow.
Oh no, I don't give a damn about how any of them are doing right now. I got a shadow in front of me.
That is a very good answer to that point, yes. Okay, anybody have questions? Okay, let's go ahead and... Oh boy, give me 1 second. Guys, bear with me for just one moment. Hey, Kess, thank you very much for the raid. Just so you know, I don't watch chat. You actually got really lucky because we were just getting ready to start, but I don't do any chat when I am DMing on Sundays because these guys get my full attention. But I did want to say really quickly, thank you so much for bringing the raid over. I hope you guys like Dungeons and Dragons. This is literally us going into our 21st session. We'll be playing from right now until about 10 p.m. Central, so for the next 3 hours. Obviously, this group has gotten themselves into a little bit of a pickle as they are now fighting some pretty big nasties. But yes, thank you very much for popping in. I absolutely appreciate the raid. And Raiders, I hope you enjoy Dungeons and Dragons as we are going to be playing a lot of it. All right. Okay, guys. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and get ourselves going. So, at the top, disregard the horses that are screaming in this weird combat. I have very limited audio tracks I can use. At the very top, so the shadow has just materialized in front of you. It struck out at you, and its hand did not materialize enough to cling to you. It passed straight through you. What do you do?
I'm gonna snarl, say that it's not the hunter, and I am going to swing at it. I'm going to Simi, after I declare the shadow that's directly in front of me, my target, my prey.
Okay. Give me 1 second for that. You can roll whenever you're ready. Just gonna get the targets on there.
My D&D Beyond's being a little laggy, so I may have to read off results if they don't click over.
Oh, if it's laggy, we can wait. I'd rather see the roll.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
Ain't playing that game. All right. So, 16. 16 does hit. So, as you hit it, the scimitar hits it, and if this were a living, breathing, fleshy creature, you would have absolutely gouged a good chunk of the flesh area off, or of the chest area off of this thing. But your blade passes through it. You don't even feel weight behind it. It just kind of passes through it, and the shadow semi-rematerializes where it stands.
Am I getting anything off of it? Like, it's not gonna have a heartbeat, it's not gonna have anything. There's probably just a weird, like, emptiness as I'm trying to sense it as prey.
Yeah, you feel nothing.
No.
There is,
Okay.
you see it as a shadow, as a manifestation, and that's it. You've never fought anything quite like this before, especially a spectral creature, an ethereal creature. It's very, very strange.
Okay, so next time I'll do Hunter Sense then. That's all I'm gonna do is just raise my blades and try and defend against a shadow, I guess.
All right. Okay, so the shadow in front of Ree is going to strike out, you guessed it, at Ree. Ree, do you remember why we put the X on you? Why the fuck did I put the X on you?
Because that's where I dropped my torch.
Oh, yeah, okay, good, thank you. Because I was like, wow, I knew I did this on purpose, but I don't know what that purpose is. Okay, so, here's the attack. And that's a miss. It swings, and as it like claws at you, you throw your shield up. You see the fingers of this thing pierce through the shield, and then like scratch out at you, and you rear back just far enough for it to pull back and kind of readjust itself.
I do not want to be hit by these guys.
No. All right, that brings us to Doc.
So this one is on my on the same square as me. Looks like there's one underneath me.
What?
If you
You're
look.
right here. There's
Oh,
no
I see. I see. Oops, okay, so I'm gonna attack the one in front of me.
Okay, that's the one with the spiritual weapon, the hammer floating just above it.
25 to hit.
25 does hit.
For 20 points of damage.
Okay, so the sneak attack, it does not take any effect to. As you slash out at it, it kind of like just has no weight to do that level of damage. There is no critical point on an ethereal creature that can do that. However, it does take the 6 points. What kind of weapon are you using? Just a regular?
Piercing.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a short sword.
So yeah, it does not seem to do as much damage as it normally would on a living target.
Okay, let's try slashing then.
However, I will say, because this thing has been hit by the spiritual weapon and by you at least once, it is wavering in all of the ways a shadow creature can waver. Meaning, it is physically looking right now kind of like a candle flame about to go out.
Okay, I'll try to hit it with my sickle then.
Understood?
And that's for 15.
15 does hit.
And that is 5 points of slashing.
Again, it doesn't carry the same weight as if you were going to strike a creature that was living. However, you hit it just enough for it to not retain its ability to hold itself together as a manifestation anymore, and its body
Alright.
makes that sound too.
Then I will turn around and get there.
Okay, understood. Next, this big fucker is going to swing at Ree, because that is all it knows how to do. Alright. Wow. Not great. So yeah, no, unfortunately, it rears up, and as it swings down with this huge, it's like normally it would be a two-handed morning star for like any normal man, but this thing's swinging with one hand, and it hits the side of the wall, and the morning star is swung with such force that it actually sticks into the clay. When it pulls it out, part of the wall crumbles and collapses under it.
Yeah, that happens to me sometimes too. Don't worry about it.
All right, Ree.
I'm in a really bad spot, guys. Ree's going to attempt to smash this guy. I raged last round, right?
Yeah,
Yes,
you
are
raged.
raged. I've got the token.
I am
up
currently
on you.
raging.
Yep.
Okay, good.
But you would only be one round deep, so you don't worry. Obviously, It's not an issue.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to attempt to whack this individual twice.
Okay.
I don't like you slashing at me with those spooky ass claws. Fuck you. And here we go. Normal roll. Yes, please. So I got a hit. 12. Did that go on? Yeah, it did go on.
12 does hit again.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So, and it does seem to it seems to take way less damage than it normally would from a strike of this kind.
Oh,
However,
okay.
it goes from being okay as far as holding itself together as a manifestation to the crazy candle flame. It looks like it's having a tough time existing.
All right, let's put this fucker out. Hopefully. I don't like him. Die. Ooh, natural 20.
Yeah, that's awesome. So with that, you strike at it, and you do feel like, just for a brief second, when it hits just the front of it, you feel it semi-materialize. There is an actual resistance against it, and the whole thing cries out, "Ah!"
Poof.
as it vanishes.
Nice, like that. So probably at this point I can see Gray.
Oh yeah, clear as day. He is laying. It appears that he's breathing, but he's definitely unconscious, and he is very loosely chained to pieces of this big slab.
All right. Ree will she'll squeal over, fuck Gray, and then she'll bonus action disengage from these guys here, and then run up
Okay.
to here,
All right.
and then that'll be it.
All right. So, give me one sec here.
Guys, I found Gray. He's over here. I'm saving him. I don't know if you can hear me, but I'm saving you, Gray.
Okay, so you're gonna begin attempting to get him.
On my turn, yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
she'll probably smash at the whatever's holding him down.
Okay.
Like turn.
All right. So the other ogre-like creature zombie is going to, let's see what's
Zomboger.
Zomboger.
That one's picking its nose.
He's picking his teeth. Looks
Oh.
fucking gross.
Yeah,
though.
teeth, I think.
Yeah. Just good.
All right, so it turns and kind of like lazily shambles towards Ree. It rears up and it is going to attempt to smash at Ree.
No, fuck off.
And it does indeed fuck off.
Yeah.
As it comes down, you kind of like throw your shield up as you're getting ready to hit the chains, and you just feel the weight. I mean, it's heavy, but it's dumb weight. It's dead weight. I mean, literally. All right. With that, Gray, you do not need to do anything. Bofur.
Okay, so Bofur is gonna. Alright, he's gonna go ahead and say, "Those that embrace the darkness hear my call. Be gone from this world into the abyss may you fade." And he's gonna cast Destroy Undead.
Oh shit.
Wait, what spell is that?
It
Turn undead,
is.
Oh,
no,
you're using
Destroy
turn undead?
Destroy Undead.
Okay, give me 1 second. I'm looking at your... Oh, I see. When an undead fails its saving throw against your turn undead, it is destroyed instead of running, is what it is. So you are using your you're using your channel divinity to turn undead, and then it will automatically proc the destroy.
Correct.
Okay, understood. So anything of 1 CR or lower that fails its save against your turn undead will be destroyed instead of fleeing. Okay.
Yes,
So
I was going to ask, what is CR?
So that's the challenge rating. That's how
Okay.
creatures are determined as far as combat ability in D&D.
Okay.
So okay, let me ask you this: what is the distance?
It's those that can hear me.
It's those that can hear you. Can the dead truly hear you, though? So give me just 1 second. There's got to be some rules. So let me just read it over real quick.
I think that either I can see or hear me. Or like both, I think.
Okay, here we go. So it is anything within 30 feet of you. It does have a finite distance that you do need to remember. So it's 30 feet,
Understood.
and it still has to hear or see you. So with that being said, it is versus a... What is your DC? What is your DC? What is your channel DC?
It is... What is it? Wisdom saving throw or what?
No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what the saving throw is.
Oh,
I'm asking you
okay.
what is your turn DC?
15.
15.
Oh, well,
God damn.
it's hard to beat.
Yeah, I was thinking about picking a feat, but I kind of like having a lot of wisdom.
Okay, give me one moment here. So I'm going to say
wise old dwarf.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay, so you're going to effectively hit everything that you can also see currently. Actually, you can't really see the ogre around the corner to the left. Not well, but well enough to know that it's there. But it can definitely hear you. So let me go ahead and make some rolls. Okay.
those like molars on that dude's swords?
I think so.
Those kinda
I
look
think I think those are like maybe elephant or
Oh, like elephant mandibles.
yeah,
That would make sense.
like
Okay.
a jawbones.
So, Bofur, as you mutter your prayer and you hold out your gauntleted fist, which bears the holy symbol of Moradin, the hammer and the anvil collectively glow this bright red hot energy, and this pulse of energy ripples across you and then spreads outwards in this huge ring at about your waist height. The big zombie creatures in the room just to the south of you both immediately begin to cower and turn around, looking as if something has just clawed at them from beyond this world, and both of them are effectively frightened. The shadow, which is currently engaged with Doc and you two both see this pulse of energy rippling outwards, and as it hits this shadow, the shadow literally bursts into flames, screams, and before you can even react, it's fizzled and gone. All right. Anything else?
I didn't think those guys were undead. Nice.
I'm gonna move to right here. And I'm gonna move my spiritual weapon right here next to me. And you said they're frightened?
They are frightened.
Okay.
Sorry, can you ping where the spiritual weapon's going?
Right above, yeah, right there.
Okay.
So, actually, I'm probably gonna need to move out of the way so they can come over here. So, can I move right with my spiritual weapon? Like, it's a right over me?
Yeah, you absolutely can, but you are going to take an attack of opportunity.
Oh, I understand now. Okay, I'll stay right here then.
Okay. So, give me 1 second here. I just want to make sure I'm understanding. I want to make sure I don't cheat you out of your destroy undead here. So just bear with me for one moment. Okay, alright, I've understood it. Okay, yep, nope, that is exactly how that went down. Okay, so you stay there.
Yes.
Okay,
End my
okay.
turn.
Okay, perfect. Back to the top. You've just seen this pulse of energy ripple out from Bofur's gauntleted fist, and it hits this shadow creature, which immediately the entire thing from top to bottom ignites in this white fire before just dissolving into nothingness. From the room south, instead of hearing the now you are hearing and you see these big lumbering fools actively running away from Bofur, who is slightly glowing in his current holy form.
Cool. She is going to say, Duck, I have new prey to hunt. This one is going to be my prey, and the one I'm going to shoot. Or attempt to shoot.
Understood.
We will see if it works. Hopefully I don't shoot Duck in the neck.
Hopefully you don't.
I hope you do, just so you have to answer to 2 party members, because we're going to play the rest of this campaign as just a fucking PvP session. Yeah.
You know, that's fair.
Yeah, right? Okay, so, let's see. Yes, a 25 does absolutely fucking hit. And it does take full damage from it. Alright, so, that's 10. Alright, so you knock your arrow, you rear back, Doc ducks ever so slightly, and you fire the bow. From over your head, Bofur, you feel something very quickly whiz past as this big hulking zombie is turning away from you and screeching. It gets hit, boop, in the side of the head with an arrow. If that thing was living, it would have been dead. Unfortunately, it's not, and it isn't. Anything else, she...
No, other than the fact that I really appreciate that my arrow just made a boop sound.
Absolutely. Hey, out of curiosity, how many arrows are you down to? Because you've been firing for a long time, and I don't think you've bought any.
I picked up a bunch last time. I am at 35, because I got that second quiver last time we did buying things.
Okay, understood. Thank you.
Yep.
Doc.
Yep. And I
Yeah.
usually, what I normally do is I normally tally them on a page and in my inventory so I can try and collect after. So I'm not trying to collect more than I have.
Absolutely understandable.
So I guess I need to move in and share space with the spiritual weapon, because I can't be on the same one as Bofur.
That is correct. You cannot.
I get an attack of opportunity no matter what, though.
That is also correct. You will.
Also, it's going to be at a disadvantage
What will
since it's frightened.
Oh, the attack.
And it's in line of sight of me.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I guess I'd like to come in. I'll just come right here.
If that's how it works, Xavier.
Okay, I apologize. I was looking at something like an idiot. What was the question? As far as Oh yeah, because it's frightened, it has disadvantage on all attack rolls. It has the status condition frightened, so yes, it does. Either way, it is going to attempt to swing at Doc. And that did not roll great. That is a 9. Okay. Yeah, so it does swing, does not hit. Okay, Doc.
Yes. Now I would like to attack this one that I am next to. $13?
Oh yeah, 13 hits. This thing is literally just a walking sack of rotting meat.
Disgusting.
It is disgusting.
17 points of damage.
You do appear to have hit it in what would be considered critical areas, or in a critical area. You stab it as it's turning around, like in the spine, and as you begin to swivel the dagger and cut chunks out of it, you see organs falling out of it, and that will constitute as a successful sneak attack.
Thank you. That's disgusting. And now I will use my sickle. Nope.
No, unfortunately, the nat 1 does not. It grosses you out. Like the hot, like live, the level of organ and rot that falls out as you carve this circle, along with fistfuls of grave grubs and maggots, is so fucking putrid to you that you can't even. You literally, like, you go to hold your dagger up and your hand starts to shake, and you're like, "What the fuck is this?"
Disgusting.
All right.
That's all I'm gonna do.
Okay, so we are looking at big fella number 1. He is going to run. He is actually... Okay, so he is going to... Yeah, what he's going to do is he's going to turn 5, 10, 15, and he's going to continue to cower in this corner. Give me 1 sec.
I appreciate the spiritual weapon. It's like flowing blue flames.
That's a really cool animation.
Very
I love
cool.
I may or may not have
That's
started spending more money on things that I know you guys will enjoy and use. There's like 30 different weapons and different varieties and colors, and it's so fucking cool.
Very cool.
Just because of that, I'm going to do a different weapon every time.
It's fine by me. Mordine might not be happy, but I will.
Next weapon's an anvil.
Hey, he won't be mad. He makes all the weapons.
It's all in Mordine's name, anyway.
Okay. Okay, sorry about that. I had to check something really quickly. Anybody attacking the ogre as it's running?
Both.
Oh, yeah, I'll go ahead and do that.
Okay.
Get it?
Finish here.
Warhammer. $14.
Oh yeah, you hit, definitely.
One-handed.
So you smash it as it begins to run. The hammer almost getting excited and giddy as you feel it vibrating in your hand. You smack into it and it literally it hits the corner and just like begins to try to claw its way through the clay, very ineffectively, but it tries. On that note, because your turn undead lasts for a minute, I believe. So you will need to continually hold that holy symbol up and out to continue to maintain. It's not like just a 1 and then they magically run for a minute. So just so you and I are clear on that.
So it's a concentration thing?
No. It's not concentration. It continues to happen, but you need to, like, as your environmental action, you will constantly have to have that fist up and out and bear it against the undead that have been turned.
Understood.
Yeah, it's not going to cost you. It's not going to fuck up your action economy or anything like that. It's just, for the sake of having it make actual sense.
Just remember to say that at the end of all your turns, basically, right?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I know you're doing it. It's just if you were like, hey, I'm going to go open a door. I'm like, okay, do you open a door or do you continue to turn undead? I may be the one to, say what's going on. Okay, on that note, Bofur from behind you.
An arrow comes flying and shoots you in the neck.
I was just thinking that. Oh no, I wouldn't apologize on that one.
Yeah.
Oops.
You didn't apologize on the first one either.
God damn it.
Didn't get a chance to.
No,
To be
he
fair.
should have. No, he should have ducked. I said to duck. It's not my fault if the player was doing important real life things that I hope went very well.
So Bofur,
I hope so too.
from behind you, out of the torchlight that is lying on the ground, you feel a coldness. You glance behind you, and a shadow rises up and materializes before swiping down at you. That is gonna be a 19.
That'll hit.
All right. So you are going to take 9 points of necrotic damage
Ow.
as you see it and you're just like, oh shit, one palm out. You just hit this ogre zombie. The claw comes in and grabs at your throat, and you feel the flesh like growing these pustules and melting under its touch. As that happens, you also take, lucky you again, only 1 point of strength damage, but you are now down another point of strength.
Understood, and that's marked.
All right, thank you. That ends its turn. Ree.
Okay. Yeah. So her plan was to start smashing at the chains, but now an ogre's trying to smash at her, and she's like, "No, stay away, you fucking asshole!" And she'll swipe at the big guy.
Okay.
2 times. Where is it? There it is. Strike 1. We'll go something like this. 16.
Yep, definitely hits.
All right. Strike number 2. That's terrible damage. Oh, actually, that's not bad.
Definitely hits, though, yes. So... Alright, damage has been updated. So yeah, you rear back, and you just hit this thing as it's now screaming, holding its hands up, almost pseudo-defensively, and looking for somewhere to run. You BAM! BAM! You see a couple of ribs break, some skin sloshes off. It's actually really not looking good.
Yeah, so the whole time Reed is screaming, "Fuck off! Fuck off! Fuck off!"
Okay. Alright. So, its turn. It turns and begins to fucking run.
That's right, fuck off! Give you one more on your way out.
So, it's me 1, 2, 3.
I don't step on Greg, goddammit!
So, it turns and it looks down at you, glances partially over its shoulder, which makes it shudder, looks over at Doc, and continues to run straight down, almost as if it doesn't even notice that Gray is there. Anybody who wants to make an attack of opportunity, if you have a reaction, you're more than welcome to.
I
Yes,
would
please.
love to.
All right, Bofur, that does exclude you.
Indeed, yes.
It's only a 10.
10 hits.
Oh, alright.
They are walking sacks of meat.
So 11 definitely hits.
Now, you do not get your sneak attack because you
Right,
already used that.
right. 7 points of piercing.
Okay, so we're looking at 19 total. Nice, guys. So that's going to be 26. All right. So you seem to have done an absolute shitload of damage to it as it runs. Gray, you are officially in a dying state as you have been stomped on now. And the ogre does. It hits you, and almost you see it partially look down as if, oh, what the fuck was that? And continue to run, holding its eyes and face as it's running against the holy power that is Bofur. But it does not appear to have noticed you, and unfortunately, you are in dying state now.
Damn it, stupid ogre!
With that being said,
On
the
that
ogre
note-
steps right on Gray, and you see part of Gray's skull kind of like crush inwards, and he begins to go into death rattle as his body is now breathing out heavily. Gray, it's your turn. Just roll a d20 for me.
Yes. It was almost an 18. It's a 4.
Okay, so that's one fail.
Okay, marked it.
Yeah, I've got you. Okay, so that's one fail for Gray. To Bofur.
Alright, so Bofur is going to go ahead and turn around. And he is going to cast Word of Radiance.
Yep, that's a reflex or is it wisdom?
It's going to be a con save.
Oh, apparently I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Okay, give me 1 second.
Strength before weakness.
Yeah,
I always chuckle when he says reflex save.
Oh, damn it, did I say reflex?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Journey before
Yeah.
destination.
God damn it, man. That 3rd edition just drills into your head. You play it for so long. Okay, I'm sorry. It was a Constitution.
Correct.
Okay, yeah, that's a 20.
Ah.
Oh, that'll do.
And I guess some bonus action spiritual weapon.
Okay. What are you doing with the spiritual weapon?
I'm going to smack it.
Okay.
Or attempt to.
Yeah, 11 hits. Go ahead and roll some damage for me. Perfect. And just to note, because we do note things very specifically here on this channel and in this campaign, the magical force damage that is a spiritual weapon appears to have full impact on this creature.
Interesting. Noting that, I will end my turn.
Understood. She.
I do so love when my prey runs. And that is a... Oh, that was almost a very, very bad roll. Is it gonna click over? Maybe? There we go.
What's the base range on a longbow?
150.
150, yeah.
Okay. And the what is the range on your dark vision?
60. I can move before I shoot if I can't see the thing effectively.
You will have to, yes.
Okay,
Because
that's fine.
the torch is on the ground, but it's only got a 20-foot radius, and that stops just after gray, so it has just run into darkness.
5, 10, 15, 50. Yeah. So, yeah.
Okay, understood. Okay, so we're looking at, let's see, it's 14. Okay. Well, let's see, was it 22 to hit? Yeah, absolutely. 14, that is going to be... All right, so yeah, you loose another arrow, flies over the heads of your allies or enemies, I don't know how you look at them anymore, and hits the true enemy, and it lurches forward ever so slightly, and you see a second arrow almost exactly where the first one is, and you can see now brain fluid and matter leaking from the back of its skull.
Wonderful.
It doesn't drop it, but it's definitely faltering and still screaming and yelling.
I actually didn't need to go quite that far forward. I just need to go forward 1, I think, to be able to see the ogre, right?
Yep.
I think. Okay. Then we are... I'm good.
Okay, Doc.
I will would I have seen? I would have seen Gray get run over, right?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you guys all see Gray.
Okay, just making sure I'm
You
not
you
cheating.
watch a zombie thing crush his skull.
Okay, I'm
Didn't
gonna
hit
do
anything else, but that poor face, so pretty.
I'm gonna do my healer healing on him.
A purdy.
I'm sorry, you were saying?
Healer healing on Gray.
Okay, let me get the token on him. This is the one that will actually heal. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
remember, anybody who's got the little half black, half white heart has received the healer healing, as you can only receive that once per long rest.
Right.
So go ahead and mark a charge off of your
Healer's kit.
healer's kit. And yeah, so Doc like runs, she slides down. Ree is probably screaming, I would assume at this point, seeing her boyfriend's head get crushed in, and whether that's one-sided or two-sided.
Her crush get crushed.
Oh, that's even worse. It's terrible. The bards will write tales. And Doc like tilts his head to one side, and she puts a finger up and inside the crushed part of the skull and just pops it back into place. She then lays this poultice over the top, which very rapidly like stops all the bleeding. It just like not magically, but like alchemically clots everything that is pouring out of his skull, and you actually regain 6 hit points. Gray, your eyes blink open, and you look around with this horrible pain in your head. And Doc, like, I got you.
And for my bonus action, can I throw a dagger at the fleeing, disgusting tooth picker?
No. Because you have to take an attack action to get your bonus action to do the
Fair
second attack.
Fair enough. Okay.
Because I'm sorry, let me ask a clarifying question. Using your healer's thing does take an action, right?
Yeah, as an action.
Okay, so yeah, using that would forego your action to then throw something.
Okay. So then I will.
Good question.
Since he's fleeing, I'll move up toward him.
Understood.
As a heal and run. I'm done.
Okay. All right. Next. So this guy over here in the corner, just so you know, I believe we're on round 3 now.
Correct, yeah.
And this guy is literally just cowering in the corner. The creature behind you strikes down again at you. That's a 22. Not great for you. Now, oh wow, I rolled minimum damage. What the fuck? That's lame. Okay, take 4 points of necrotic damage. And let's see what the strength damage is. I'm not rolling this d4 again, because both times I've rolled it, I've gotten 1s. Hey, it's a 2. Your strength is reduced by another 2. It hits you, and each time it strikes you, Bofur, you feel literally it is drawing through the necrosis that it is inflicting upon you. It is drawing and sapping your physical strength. You almost see it turn into this spectral ether, which it appears to be drinking in every single time. If you hit 0, I need to know.
Understood. Currently at 10.
Okay. At 10, if I'm not mistaken, you are back to being encumbered.
Yes. Oh, I've been encumbered. That's why I've been only moving 15 feet.
Understood. Oh, and you're exhausted too. Wow, you are not having a good day. How do you never have good days? Can you have a good fucking day once in a while?
Nah.
All right, Ree.
Good days are overrated.
All right, Ree. Probably not even like noticing Doc healing Gray. She'll probably just like see the ogre smush Gray, and then just you motherfucker, you crushed my crush, and she'll run over.
You crushed my crush.
And she will whack away. Yeah, I'll fucking kill you. That's 1. Ugh. Minimum damage, but not bad, nonetheless.
All right, yeah, you hit it, and it starts to falter like as you hit it, because I always forget that morning stars are piercing damage. You hit it, and as the spike pierces the side of it, it literally the entire body cavity just gives way and empties its contents onto the floor, and the whole thing starts to just lose control of its animation.
That's fucking gross. I'm gonna do it again.
It's gross. Let's do it again.
I don't think that's gonna do it.
That will definitely do it, but I do have undead fortitude, so let me make a Constitution saving throw to see if I survive it. So let's see. That is
So wait, 8 actually hits it?
Yeah, its armor class is 8.
It's a
Holy
walking
shit.
bag.
That is just hits. 8 is a hit. That is the lowest you can roll.
Re-slips.
Yeah.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's 11.
Oh, for one of its
14,
guts.
15, 16. So the DC to save against this was a 16 because you had 11 damage plus the base of 5. And I rolled a 13.
Yeah.
So you smash at this thing again, and as you do so, it literally just, its whole body just seizes up and just collapses into this big nasty pile of deflated flesh and bone.
So I kind of like to imagine it like comes, like goes sprinting up, whacks it, and like kind of kneecaps it with her mace. Kind of comes down to like one knee or whatever, and she runs up its back and mushes it right down on top of the skull.
You crush
And keep doing it for a couple more times.
Oh hell yeah! You crush his crush because because it crushed your crush.
Bree, it's dead. It's dead. Again.
Gotta make sure these things they gotta be fucking mush. Ah, mush.
All
right, and then I guess just for like, you know, and she'll just like hop down, turn around, and see that Gray's still alive. Oh shit, you are alive. Nice.
As he's looking around, he's like sitting up and blinking, like, "What the fuck, Ree? I'm good." All right, Gray, it is your turn.
Okay.
You are awake.
So I guess one.
You're awake, but as
Yeah.
you look down, your one of your arms and both of your legs are bound in iron clasps to this whatever the fuck this
Only
thing
one?
was. Yep.
I guess first off, when Doc heals him, he'll go, "We really should stop meeting like this," and then he's gonna heal himself again.
Okay. And how does he heal himself?
He just touches himself because he has healing hands as an awesome thing, and I heal 4 hit points.
Oh, awesome! So yeah, there's like this Bofur. You see it since you're the one facing Gray. He mentions that to Doc, and then lays his hands on his chest where there's this nasty, or on his neck where there's this horrible, semi-festering wound from some sort of projectile weapon. And as he touches it, you see like this shadow coalesces around the fingertips, but then it turns to a soft white light. And as he pulls his hand back, you can see that the wound has scabbed over.
Interesting.
So you lost evidence.
All right, anything else, Gray?
I think I don't have my instrument on me, do I?
Yeah, everything is with you.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's just the one ogre, so I think he's just gonna be like, "I'm gonna stay here a few more minutes. Not like I can go anywhere anyway."
Fair. Not like that ogre can go anywhere either. Bofur?
Exactly. And he's just gonna roll
sorry,
over
Ryan.
and watch them kill it.
Do you do it like in a paint me like one of your French women poses?
Absolutely.
Yeah. It's fucking awesome.
And then he'll realize Ree's watching and he stops.
All right, Bofur.
So Bofur's gonna go ahead and do the same thing, cast Word of Radiance.
Okay, understood. And I'm sorry, remind me again, Constitution.
Yes.
Failed. I rolled a 12.
Okay, let's see. Seven damage.
Okay, perfect. So as you face this thing, as it is now completely sapped your strength, you're tired, you're weak, you're exhausted, you mutter this word in Dwarven with your palm raised, already channeling the divinity within you, and another pulse of radiant magic emanates from around you in this 5-foot circle. And as it does so, the creature kind of rears back, and you see this blue flame begin to lick up the bottom of it, and it quickly creeps up its entire body as it screams for a moment, and then vanishes. It appeared to be extremely vulnerable to that radiant damage.
Awesome.
Do it again.
Do the roar.
Do the roar.
Do the roar.
And so for my bonus action, I'm going to go ahead and move my spiritual weapon 1, 2, 3, right here.
Understood?
Attack.
Do it. We already know you only got to roll an 8. That'll do it.
More than an 8.
All right, so yeah, the hammer comes down, and as it does so, it hits this thing and just starts to, well, hammer on it. All right.
I'm gonna go ahead
Number
and
time.
use my movement to move there.
Understood. All right, she.
She is going to walk down the hallway, already knocking an arrow. She's going to turn. She has her new prey. She is going to knock an arrow and fire, and I mean, if I hit the dwarf, it's just an added bonus.
Gray is glaring at you.
Seek and destroy.
Yep, that hits. All right.
I am actually going to use my Piercer reroll damage to reroll that one on the Slayer's Prey.
Don't you reroll all the damage?
You can reroll one of the attack's damage dice and must use the new roll.
One of the attacks damage dice. That's interesting verbiage. It's the same die, though, right? Isn't it just an extra d6 that you roll? Right? Oh, it's,
Yeah,
it's
the-
a d8
the
for
Piercer-
the other one. Yeah. Okay,
Yeah, the
understood.
Piercer only lets me do one of the dice. Is the
Understood.
point, not all of it.
And what does that cost you resource-wise?
Nothing. It's just a once per turn. It's the feat special thing.
Okay. 3. Got it.
So, 12 total for damage instead.
Yep, got it. So yeah, you fire, and the arrow goes clean through this thing. Literally straight through it, hits the wall, and the arrow snaps in two. By the way, arrows are meant to break, so...
Yeah.
Alright,
You ain't
Doc.
getting that shit back.
Trust me, after passing straight through a zombie ogre, you don't want that shit back. Actually,
That was
you're
gonna
pretty
be the one
nasty.
for
You might
Bofur.
want that back.
Okay, I'm going to swing at this with my short sword.
Understood.
It's an 11.
Okay. 11, yep, it definitely hits. Takes the sneak attack.
14 points of damage. And then I will do my sickle if it is still standing.
Oh, it's definitely still standing. You guys have gotten to the point where you're just cutting into it. You're creating all of these gashes and these little pockets where fluid is leaking out. You haven't really released organs yet.
I would say sad because I rolled both ones, but the organ thing made me feel a little happy.
Yeah, at least you're not going to be the one taking the organ flesh.
Okay, I loosened it for you. Get it,
Yeah,
Bofur.
right.
That's all I can do.
Okay. Alright. So, it is going to swing at Doc. With disadvantage. Horrible disadvantage. And it misses with a 3 and a nat fucking 1.
That was horrible disadvantage.
So as you guys have backed it into this corner, and it is in the point, almost in the fetal position, cowering, with Bofur approaching it and backing it into a spot where it instinctually cannot do anything else. It begins to lash out violently at anybody else around it. It very clearly avoids Bofur.
Doc Matrix just does like the Matrix with her tail.
Re.
Okay, seeing that Gray is all right, she's gonna run over. Oh yeah, plenty of distance there. Kind of join the this little circle. It's actually a little bit sad for this this giant ogre. Almost feel bad, but not really. And pound on it.
Just a little bit.
All right.
All right,
Nice.
dirty store bought 20, and then one more.
Dirty store bought.
It's literally what it is.
Goodwill.
Oh shit! Not bad. Fuck. Good damage.
Goodwill D20.
The Goodwill 20.
So yeah, Ree, you have officially brought it to the point where organs are now and innards are starting to leak out of it. You hit this pocket on the side of it with your piercing, where as the spike of the morning star comes in and then pops back out, just maggots begin to spill out like a waterfall, and the scent is just atrocious.
I think I really hurt it. I think I really hurt it.
It does. It looks seriously fucked up.
Good job.
I'm sorry.
Gray.
Okay, so Gray is gonna. Well, first off, he's gonna glare at She. Then he's gonna turn back to the ogre, shrug, and go, "Let's add insult to injury." And he's gonna say, "You are nothing in life, and you're nothing in death." And I'm gonna cast Vicious Mockery.
Ooh, okay. And what do I need to do for that?
That is a Wisdom saving throw, DC 13.
I used to use that a lot.
Well, I rolled a 12, and with that -2, I'm definitely looking at a 10.
Not enough, so take max damage. Let's go.
Oh, it's psychic? So
Yeah.
as you call out this insult, you guys all see this pulse of like purple energy kind of like ripple up the back of this thing's head and then just like disappear inside its skull. Nothing appears to happen.
And Gray's just like,
He'll just shrug again and go back to lying down.
All right, Bofur.
So Bofur's gonna go ahead and attack with his spiritual weapon.
Okay. Oh yeah, bring it on in. God damn.
another 11.
You guys are making my math on reducing this thing's hit points really easy, and I appreciate it. All right.
And I'm
You're
also
welcome.
going to use Toll the Dead.
Toll the Dead. Okay, that's what a Constitution saving throw or
Wisdom 15.
Yeah, no, that's a 7. What?
8 necrotic.
Isn't Toll the Dead the one with like extra damage if it's already been hurt?
It is, yes.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why you rolled 2d12 instead of 1, right?
Yep.
Correct.
Okay.
I just rolled
You just rolled like shit.
a minimum and a
Yeah.
mid.
It does affect it as the spiritual weapon comes down and a chunk of meat just blasts off of it with the force, and then you slam your fist against your other gauntlet, and it lets out this ring that hits part of it in the back, and flesh just begins to slosh off of it. You guys actually see its skeletal structure at this point.
And at that point, I will end my turn.
Okay, She.
God, just kill this fucking thing
I'm
already!
gonna put it out of its misery.
Oh, where's the fun in that?
You do have a chain.
Well,
Target.
okay. That's some
Nice.
damage there.
All right.
And you know what? She's gonna meet Gray's eyes, like, as she raises her weapon to fire at this thing. She's not even really looking at it. She can feel its non-heartbeat.
Non-heartbeat.
Yeah, you can feel that thing not even there.
So as you fire, She over you like it passes right through the spiritual weapon, and it hits this thing in the neck where you had shot Gray just 20 minutes
Eye
before.
contact is so much better than...
And it lurches forward, and it literally
It's an asshole.
sticks its face and its throat to the clay wall. It is still flopping and moving, but it is effectively stuck to this wall. Doc, please put it out of its misery.
Oh, I'm gonna try.
Finish him.
I feel bad for this thing, and this is like the most
Absolutely,
disgusting
yeah.
thing I should not feel bad for. A nat 1
That's
is
a
fucking...
7.
No, it's a nat 1 is
No.
what it is. It's worse than a 7. Oh, thank God. Okay, do some damage.
I see 2 2s on my screen, but it's showing a 3. That's interesting.
What?
I see 1d4
No, it's-
plus 1
Yeah,
equals
the
2 plus 1.
yeah, the 2 is what you rolled on the d4, and then the +1 is the +1, which is a 3.
Yeah,
3 total.
I know, but I see what you're saying. It rolled 2.
Oh,
yeah.
Don't pay attention to those dice.
Yeah,
Those dice
that was
don't know what the fuck
interesting.
they're doing. Okay, anyways, yeah, so this thing actually only had 3 hit points left.
Yay! I
So
did it.
Hey,
as
there we go.
Doc slashes it with the sickle, she hooks into the spot that Ree had pierced open, and she carves a wide crescent moon. And as she does so, it just unleashes a flood of maggots and rotting slosh that causes the thing to flop a couple times before hitting the ground.
She said, I win.
All right.
At this point, Bofur's going to walk up to Gray and bring his spiritual weapon with him.
Gray'll actually go, good job. I'd applaud, but, you know.
And the chains are attached to him, correct?
Yes, around 2 of his feet and 1 of his hands. Oh, like 1 of his wrists.
In the middle of the chains, like not, or, yeah, I'm not going to hit his, hit the actual shackles. I'm going to hit the chains with the spiritual weapon.
Okay, make an attack roll. Better roll good.
Please.
God, please roll in that one.
You'll have to heal him if you don't.
Okay, yeah, 10's not bad. You smash one of the shackles around his the shackle that is around his arm, not the shackle, the chain that is around his arm, connecting him to one of these large pieces of stone. Give me some damage. No problem. Yeah, the force damage, it hits and the whole center, like the link of the chain, just bursts. You still are bound in a shackle around your wrist with about 2 feet worth of chain, but you can move it now.
Yeah.
Doc, do you want to get the rest, or you want me to take these chains off?
Thanks for reminding me, Bofur.
What?
I need a new lockpick set.
Oh.
I used my
right.
lockpick for it too. I got one.
All right, let's get the rest of the chains off.
Ree, I'm assuming that you're picking the torch back up.
Oh yeah, I'll
Okay.
pick the torch back up. Well, I mean, not right now. I'm more focused on.
Yeah, but you will eventually.
Eventually,
Okay,
yes,
Just
yes.
so I know to put the radii back on you.
Yep.
All right.
I'll attempt to break the other chain if it's. You
Yeah.
said there was one on his arm and one on his leg.
Correct.
I broke the other one on his leg, or I'm breaking the other one on his leg.
Okay, yep, 16 hits. Go ahead and roll damage for the spiritual weapon, and then Ree, go ahead and make an attack for me. Yep, 10, perfect. You shatter the second one, the one around the left leg. It breaks in the center.
And I'm gonna go ahead and dissipate my spiritual weapon.
Understood. Yep, Ree, no problem. So, Gray, until you get the actual shackles unshackled from your feet and your legs, you are moving as if you are walking in difficult terrain, which means you move at half speed.
Half speed, okay.
They're heavy, and I don't want to be a dick, but you're weak.
No, you're right.
No, I know. I looked at your strength before this happened, and I was like, please bring lock picks.
You want a piggyback ride?
If you want, no, I can carry you.
I'm okay
you,
walking.
You could sit on her shoulders.
Yeah, you
I
can
need
sit on my
this-
shoulders. Yeah.
Hey, what are you laying on?
Rocks.
Uh,
It hurts. I'm okay with walking, thank you. I need to stretch my legs after this.
can I
Is
check
there-
what these
yeah.
rocks are?
Yeah, give me an investigation check.
Can I use my stone cutting?
You can't.
All right.
Guess
While
he'll
we're
move
doing that,
off of
can I
them.
see if any of my 3 other arrows are salvageable, please?
Yeah, give me one
Because
second.
I don't really.
Yep, give me one
I am
second.
no longer interested in them.
Okay, so 2 are not recoverable, but you do find one that is intact enough to, with just a little tiny bit of fix up, get it back to working order. So you recover 1.
Wonderful. I will take it.
All right. On that note, give me just a moment here to make sure that I have what I'm looking at as the correct thing, and I do. Okay, so the question was, what is the thing in the center? You look at it, Bofur, and it appears that at some point in time, this thing was a large stone-wrought table. It doesn't have any fancy designs on it. It just appears to be very solid, like almost too solid for its own good. Like, who the fuck brought this down here? Or did they bring a big slab of stone down and carve it out of it? Or what? You're not entirely sure. It does, I will give you with a 10 investigation, and that you are a dwarf, the stone that is on the tablet matches the stone of the 4 pillars in the room. But aside from that, it just appears to be what was a large stone table that has been shattered at some point.
Did you break that, Gray?
I do not physically have the strength to do that. No.
Where did you go? How did you get here?
Well, I remember getting shot. He's gonna look at she.
In Orcish, should have ducked.
Should have not shot in a tunnel with 4 people. And then he's going to say, the rest was blurry. I just remember waking up here.
Doc, make a medicine check for me. You're proficient in medicine, right?
No.
You're not proficient in medicine as a doc?
Nope.
Well, never mind. Don't make shit then.
Okay.
Bofur, are you proficient in
never said
medicine?
she was a
Is
good
anybody
one.
proficient in medicine?
I am not proficient in medicine.
Oh my god, you people fucking.
I'm a rogue.
This is like
Semi-proficiency
you
count.
guys remind me of my fucking in-person D&D group who they pick up a sorcerer who has no proficiency in Arcana. He has no knowledge of arcane magic.
To be fair, he kind of thrust himself upon us. We didn't
I mean,
exactly
hey,
take
I
that.
just became a cleric like a month ago.
I don't
know
want to
anything
hear
about medicine.
shit about it. Anyways, okay, disregard.
Can I insight check him though?
For what?
Well, he said that.
What are you trying to insight? I guess is like what is you trying to get out of it, so I know how to set the DC.
I guess just making sure he's being truthful because of what you know that Doc knows. She's kind of iffy about this guy. She wants to make sure he's being truthful.
Sure, make an insight check.
A 15.
Okay. First and foremost, when he says, "I remember getting shot," and looks at she, he is so fucking serious about that, and you realize that yeah, she probably shot him in the throat, as there is a massive scab.
Okay, so that's confirmed.
Along the back of the throat. Sorry, Lucy. What else did you say up until this point that she's trying to insight? You said that you got shot in the throat.
I said the rest was blurry, and then I woke up here.
Okay, Lucy, make a deception check.
Okay.
Whoa.
You're as he says the thing about she, Doc, knowing that the group collectively has had some very serious concerns about she's loyalty, and she's capability in the past, you are caught off guard enough to not think anything of whatever else he says. You're very fixated on the fact that he was so serious about getting shot in the fucking neck.
Well, we
After
did. Go ahead.
After this, he'll probably walk over to like the ogre corpse, and he'll go, "Hey, ex-surgeon, help me out over here." And he wants to look at like how old the corpse is, I guess, because it's a zombie.
I'll go over.
Okay. And you're trying to determine like how old the corpse of the ogre was.
Yeah.
Go ahead and Candace, if you were going to do like a medical evaluation, give me a medicine check.
Okay.
I would like to
It's a
knock
19.
and ready, specifically keeping an eye on this door for any undead things while they're checking and doing whatever.
Absolutely understood, and thank you for pointing that out. I forgot there was a door there.
Well, that's, a good sign about my readiness, I guess.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong about that. Okay, so as you look at the corpse, it is relatively fresh, meaning it is zombified, and as necromancy speeds the process of decay up exponentially, as well as reanimates a corpse, this thing was... God, you rolled a 19. That's really fucking good. This thing was killed within the last 7 days, but it was not kept very well, which has allowed it to fester. It was not preserved in any way. It was just left to the wilds. But yeah, within the last week, hands down.
Doc goes into like a teacher surgeon mode, and she starts pointing out spots, and she's like, "Okay, you see this here, and how all the organs are actually still intact. even though they spilled out and they're no longer inside, it gives us a good idea of how long it's been. So, the spleen and the liver haven't been used in probably a week, maybe 9 days.
Uh, would Gray be? Like, he has some proficiency in medicine, has like a +3 in it. Would he know what she's talking about?
So it's not really necessarily needing to have a proficiency in medicine, but I'll tell you what, make an intelligence check, just a standard intelligence check.
16, 17.
Yeah, no, you know enough about what she's talking about to understand. Yes, okay, I know things have spleens. Yes, I get this. We're not talking about a bug man or, some weird fucking underwater mermaid person. This is something that is humanoid that lives and breathes on land. Yeah, you get it. You understand it.
Okay. And then when that's done, he's gonna slam on his drum next to Doc, and in a whisper that only she can hear, I'm gonna cast message as a cantrip. He's gonna say, I have my reasons. It's not just the arrow, but I believe she might be after me. I don't ask that you turn on her, but just help me watch until we're out of here.
Doc's ears
You can reply.
Doc's ears kind of flick, and her voice comes over in your mind, and she says, "The watching started before you came here, and will continue even after you're gone. But I will definitely watch your back if you watch mine."
Consider it done.
Okay, first of all, that is an excellent fucking spell that I have never seen used effectively. Gray, take an inspiration. That has to be used this session. That's awesome. I just looked at it, I was like, what the fuck? Who the fuck casts message? That's awesome. So yeah, as you guys are doing this medical evaluation and this look over, Gray, you guys, everybody else in the room hears like a gong on the war drum, and then nothing else follows, and you two literally have this silent conversation between the two of you.
For fun, right? Can I do the doo-doo twice, but on the second one, like his stick will start to glow, making it look like he cast light instead. What he actually did.
Do you have light?
I have light. Yes, a cantrip. Light.
If you want to cast light first, sure, no problem. There's no problem with that. I mean, if that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
I mean, it will
glow. I'm trying to make it.
Yeah, it will glow ever so slightly, but it's not going to fill up. Its effect is not that it will physically fill up a 20-foot radius.
Yeah, he's trying to be covert so that nobody knows what he casted.
Yeah, I mean,
trying to disguise the message.
Sure, if you want to. Well, I'll tell you what. Why don't you do this? Make a. Hang on.
The intrigue on this guy.
I like it. I like it. I like it.
Have you ever thought about learning Thieves' Cant?
It's not. No, you're going to make a stealth roll because you are attempting to mask what you are doing. However, instead of your dexterity modifier, you are going to use your charisma modifier because that is your spell casting. This is an alternative ability check. So just roll stealth, and then we'll just change the modifier from dex to charisma.
Okay.
Because he's the DM, that's why.
Well, no, this is an actual rule in D&D. Like, you can make intimidation.
It's 13.
13, perfect. No problem. You give like a da-doom. Nobody here has seen bard magic like this before anyways, so it's not like, I mean, what the fuck bard learns the war drum? Like,
yeah, that's true.
Nobody here's seen war. Even Ree has only really seen skirmishes. So, like, you da-doom, no problem. There's a little flash of light, and then you follow it up with a boom, and you boom, cast the message. Okay.
Alright, y'all, while y'all are over there, I'm gonna go ahead and say I think we should rest for, not for the night, but just for a little bit. Maybe we should check around for more.
We are not doing that thing where we sleep underground. If we want, we can just go upstairs and come back down.
I said rest for a little bit, not for the night.
Yeah, just take a breather. Just
Yeah, I wanna see what this thing does. Like I'm gonna pull out the spell of the wand.
I am going to move further back down the hallway because that seems like a bad idea.
And
Absolutely.
I'm going to use Identify as a ritual while this is all going on.
Okay, excellent. And you have you have a pearl.
Oh, Pearl.
Do you
Right.
have 100 gold piece pearl?
I forgot about that.
So you do not cast identify.
Negative, I do not cast Identify.
Gotcha, bitch.
Instead of that, I'm going to ask if anyone's hurt right now.
I don't
Yes.
suppose anybody's got
Yeah.
a pearl.
Anybody got a spare pearl? Yeah, actually, I'm a little hurt.
All right.
I'm medium hurt.
How about I do another ritual spell and we can do just stand around this table and I'll heal y'all.
Oh yes,
Huddle.
please, thank you.
Okay.
Just
Gray, why
make
don't you
sure
stand?
none of those shadows come out again. He's gonna pull out his arm and there's gonna be a lot less muscle on it.
Yeah, actually that reminds me. Gray, give me a perception check.
Okie dokie.
And Doc, give me a perception check, please.
17.
Actually,
Oh,
that
look
reminds
at
me.
us! Look
Seventeen.
at us!
No, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, we got 17.
Oh, okay, yeah. You guys can both see that physically, on an actual physiological level, Bofur has been sapped of his muscle. He is in like entropy. His muscles are literally gone. For like he holds his arms up and it can barely hold the weight of his armor. Like his gauntlet is literally rattling around in his hand like it's a stick.
Bofur.
He's emaciated. His jaws sunken in. You can see the roots of his teeth because his gums have sunken back into his head. He looks very, very sick.
You are I don't know how to say this more nicely.
You're looking fucked up, dude.
You're much less plump than before.
Goblin does have a
You're-
point.
Your dwarven plumpness seems to have left you.
How often are we gonna talk about my plumpness?
Well, as often as it disappears, I guess.
He's gonna look down.
What happened?
Those shadow things hurt me a lot.
Oh. Do I know anything about those? There's no reason for me to know anything about those, right?
There's not, but just make a standard intelligence check for me.
17.
There's not any reason for you to know that, but man, with who you grew up around, yeah, you do have a little bit of information about these things. Shadows, which people tell tales about the shadows who drain the strength of the strong and, build an army all day long. And that's how the song goes with the people you used to be around all the time. And the reason being is because, yes, shadows will sap strength when they strike creatures on the prime material plane. And if they kill a creature successfully while draining its strength, after a couple days, that creature's spirit manifests as a shadow.
Do I know what fixes it?
That you don't.
Okay. Alright, so if the shadow...
Best you can surmise as somebody who is a doctor, though, is rest and relaxation.
Okay. So Doc starts kind of like mumbling something under her breath, and she's like, if then a shadow you remain. Rest. Oh. Yeah. So we do need to rest, but we need to rest somewhere safe. You need true rest.
Okay, I understand. So
No, Bofur, I don't
Huh?
think you understand. You need, and she starts like poking you in the chest. You need true rest.
Okay, like sleeping.
Yes, like sleeping, uninterrupted sleeping, not waking up and fighting zombies or having throat demons come out of your throat sleeping.
I don't know if he can really make that call, can he? I mean,
Well, we'll tie his mouth shut, but we do need to make sure that he gets rest or he's not going to get better.
Whoa. I don't think any of y'all are gonna take my mouth shut.
Right now, I could.
Yeah, I mean anybody. I'm pretty sure Gray can if he really wanted to.
Not going to. Speaking of this
I don't
throat
think Dark
demon,
Eyes can.
You're scrawny, bro.
So was he.
We'll get you fixed. We'll get you fixed up. But we do need to make sure we don't find any more trouble right now. We need to go sit, have some food. Bofur, maybe 2 for you. Seriously, you need to really get your strength back.
First you call me fat, now you call me skinny. Swear, you're like my.
We're gonna get you to the
Never
perfect
mind.
plumpness.
Well, no, you used to be fat, but now you're skinny. I think that's what she was saying.
She
Maybe-
is going to break in at this point. Is one of you going to look at the door at the south
door?
before we get taken by more shadows?
Well, we were gonna get healed first, if that's okay with you. That way, if anybody happens to get shot by an arrow, we'll survive it.
You want to take the 10 minutes here?
Where do you want to take the 10 minutes?
You want to go all the way back up to the bar?
I'm saying listen at the door first before you do your.
So from the 4 corners of this rectangular room, you guys hear 4 different sets of whispered voices ring out. Bofur.
Yeah, let's not rest in here. Yeah.
We're coming
Yeah, I see
for
what
you, Bofur.
see your point. Yeah. I see your point. Let's not rest in this room.
I put my hand over Bofur's mouth. No more. No more of that. Let's go upstairs. I'll uncover his mouth.
Upstairs.
Yeah, so we're not in the room where she's laughing at you while you're trying to heal us. If you get interrupted, we're not gonna get healed.
I mean, to be fair, she also laughed at us while we were in the bathroom.
Yeah, but she didn't laugh from 4 corners.
Guess that's fair.
We can. I don't know. We could go back up to the room up there, I guess, and come back down here.
It's still
Or we can
relatively
just-
early in the day, right?
No, actually.
no, it's afternoon. Yeah.
So yeah, it is. Just so I didn't actually mention this in the beginning, but today is Saturday, the 7th of Mugem, and at this point in the day, from where we left off last time to where it is now, it's probably about 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
Jeez.
I don't think that guy would want us to come back up there until his job's done.
Well, and that's what I was gonna say too. Maybe we don't do the ritual right now, as much as healing would. Is there anybody that, like, if you got hit once, you're not gonna survive right now?
Make a medicine check, Doc, instead of asking that question, because who can answer that? Who knows how?
Oh,
good
if
their
they're feeling.
internal
Oh, that was
fortitude
a
is.
nat 20. So
Nat 20. I will
Take
tell you.
hit, take hit all day, baby.
So here's what I will tell you with a nat 20. She is the only person who has not been touched, which is a little sus. Bofur is at 25 of 53, meaning he is below half. He is very, very bad. Gray is also horrifically wounded. Ree, not looking good, 44 out of 66. And Doc, you are also, you know where you are not looking well. But strangely, she manages to not take any damage all the time.
I don't like how it's all the time. I am
Alright.
normally flipping around with like 2 hit points.
So Doc, how do you react?
So so after I look around at everybody, I look at Gray. Okay, that makes sense. I healed you. I'll look at Ree. Ree, you're looking strong.
Fuck yeah, girl.
And then to Bofur, I'll be like, she needs healing. And then, yeah, we do need this. Let me try to listen at the door and see if we can get an idea of what's over there. I'm really nervous about doing this with her watching. I mean, she watches us everywhere, I guess.
Yeah,
I'm
she's
afraid.
always here, just prowling in Bofur's throat.
Did
Hey,
you get hit?
Boo Boo, real quick, sorry, buddy. Can you please make sure that you mark off your channel divinity in your character sheet?
Yes.
Thank you.
I will listen at the door.
Okay, go ahead and give me a perception check, please.
10.
No, it's quiet on the other side.
All I hear is blood. Is that bad?
What does blood sound like? Can you explain the sound of blood?
It's a bit
I
Whooshing.
like
concerning.
it.
Whooshing and pounding.
Interesting.
It's like when you put a shell to your ear.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm trying to reach you for your extended warranty.
if anyone needs healing right now, just who'd you say need it?
All of us.
I mean, like, how bad does everyone need it? If you can tell.
All of us.
Mm,
Except she.
She's good.
Everyone.
okay. Well,
She Malima Ding Dong's fine.
As she says that, I am going to. She's gonna look at her for a second, look at the group as a whole, look at that door, and then I'm going to use an ability I haven't done before, so I'm going to describe it a little bit the way I kind of picture it. I'm going to use my primeval awareness, which lets me,
Yep.
yeah, tell shit.
Just,
So
you
she's
just tell me what
going,
it looks like. I
Yeah.
got you, though.
I picture her just kind of looking at everyone in turn, and then she's gonna like cock her head to one side as she hears something, and kind of instinctually, and drop to one knee and put a hand to the ground. And she doesn't see it, but this like ripple of green kind of spreads out from her where the one hand touches the ground.
Okay, so as you do that, and what level spell slot are you burning for that? Is it a
Just
first level?
just one.
You only have first level. Sorry, I didn't
Yeah.
realize that. Okay, so as you guys kind of look, you don't even really notice the incantation that would instinctually come out from she for this, but probably not even an incantation, it's probably just opening her senses. But as the green ripples across the ground, you guys kind of trace it backwards towards she, and it looks like a spider web just crisscrossing, and it spreads throughout the floor of this room, goes up into the ceiling, like up the walls, up the ceiling, covers everything, and then vanishes for a moment. She, as that happens,
I hate the range on this because it's very not helpful in a place like this. But
in a place like this, it's not, but if you're really trying to focus fire something down, it's super useful. So you sense within the 6 miles. Oh wait, hang on. No, you're not in favored terrain. Sorry. Within
no, God, no.
Within 1 mile, you sense the following: undead, fiends, elementals, dragons, and celestials. You sense all of that within 1 mile.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
For the record, after I say Shimalima Ding Dong, Doc looks over and watches for a reaction, and when all she does is cast a spell, Doc crosses something off of the list.
Okay. So yeah, so she you kind of come to as you sense the presence, and it's loose, right? You're not entirely sure where you're feeling these pulses. What I will give you a little bit extra. You feel a lot of undead presence, a lot of draconic presence, and everything else is very, very minor.
There's still dead around, quite a bit of them. I'm just gonna say it, not even kind of understanding why she knows that.
So in that case, do you mind if we do the ritual so that we live through meeting them?
I'll watch the door.
Thank you.
all right.
Heal quickly.
Y'all can. What is this? Let me see. Y'all can walk around 30 feet of me. Just
Hey, real quick. Sorry, just real quick. Looking, I was actually making sure I had Cat's thing right. Cat, just so you know, your piercer feat is once per turn. You can re-roll the piercing damage from an attack. It is an entire attack. Period. End of story. On a critical hit, you can re-roll, or you can roll 1 additional die. It says clear as day. You can re-roll the piercing damage from an attack. So that's the whole. It's all or nothing. Just so we're clear moving forward.
Yeah, I misread because I think I saw
nowhere in there does it say
and,
1 die.
Yeah, I saw the 1 additional damage, and I mixed up that there were 2 separate things there.
Yep, no problem. Just so we got it
That's
clear.
scary.
Yep,
It's
absolutely.
very good because if you roll min damage, fuck that noise. You just get it for free. I mean, it's a feat, so you got to have some sort of benefit from it. But
All right, so y'all can stay within 30 feet of me. Y'all can do whatever y'all want. You don't have to stay still. Just I gotta focus. And
And
I'm
I,
gonna
of course,
go
am
ahead
readying
and
on the door.
I'm gonna go ahead and cross my feet and lay
I
nod
don't know,
my
I just
head
thought
down and
crisscross
just start
applesauce.
humming.
All right, so you begin to hum.
And it is
What are you
not
casting?
it's let me see this, prayer of healing.
Prayer of healing. Okay. Yep.
And funny thing, it apparently it's not concentration.
No, because it's ritual. Concentration is something you maintain concentration on. A ritual will always have a concentration aspect. If somebody punches you in the side of the head while you're performing a ritual, there's a good chance you're gonna fuck that ritual up. But
Don't punch him in the
Shoots
side
you in
of
the
the
back of the
head,
head with an
Cat.
arrow.
He's
yeah,
gonna
right.
be
I knew it.
She said it. She said it, guys, in chat. Thank you. So you perform your casting now. Just so I'm clear, since you've been down here, Bofur, you've only used one first level spell slot. That was for Bane. You've
Thank you.
used one second level spell slot, I believe. Well, this will be your second because you cast a spiritual weapon, now prayer of healing, and if I'm not mistaken, you have not used any of your third. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. All right, so yeah, you complete the ritual. So this blue circle kind of ignites around Bofur in this 30-foot radius. This small dome, as you guys have seen before, kind of boom, like draws up and over you. As he finishes the ritual with this crescendo of dwarven incantations, fire literally engulfs the entirety of this sphere, and you are all healed. For drumroll, please, Gray.
Like it literally looks like fire.
Yes,
What-
yes, it
what
looks
did I do?
like actual fire. Like
14.
That puts me exactly full.
Damn. Not exactly, but over full.
so, it ripples over you. It's only for a moment. It's like 2 seconds worth of this burst of fire. Yes, I know where you're going. It's
Yeah.
probably a little scary.
Yeah, Reed just screams.
Doc hugs her.
Yeah, and as the warm, cuddly, furry hug comes in, you blink and the fire's gone, and you look down. Your nose isn't broken anymore. That tooth that had been knocked out, like the last fight with the ghouls, has regrown, and everybody gains 14 hit points.
And you got a really nice hug.
And you got a hug.
Okay. Thank you.
You're good. You're good.
Oh, okay.
Ray, are you okay?
I don't like magic fire.
Or any fire.
I mean, normal fire is kind of fine, actually.
Right, as cute as this is, there's something I wish to discuss.
Mm,
Or a question I'd like to ask you, Dwarf.
what's going on?
How long ago has this friend of yours died?
About 3 days ago.
That's wrong.
Xavier, did you say the ogres were dead? Were brought here before that? Like,
It was so this best that Doc could tell, the zombie was about 7 days dead. Yes.
I think then it's safe to assume if whatever this is can bring back ogres in just 4 days. What was your friend?
She was a I think she was a wizard.
Yeah,
I think she
Bo,
was-
for what you knew of her, sorry, I'll just give you the information about her since you grew up with her. You outage her by like fucking fourfold. She was born into the noble family of the Vunors. She showed a magical adaptation very, very early in life, and she was sent down to Port Sindrian to study in the mages colleges. She succeeded. She wound up becoming an apprentice, and then she left the school to take on studies herself as an apprentice. Which is when she came back. So she was like an official Port Sindrian College of Magi or College of Wizard mage. But you don't know what school she dabbled in.
Understood. She was she held rank in Port Sindria at the College for Wizards. I believe she left and came back to Bree. I'm not sure what kind of magic she used though.
I don't know if it's the undeath, but something gave her incredible necromancy. Not anyone can just bring back ogres, I believe.
What's today's
I'm not sure.
date?
I
10?
think he
Is it
said
the 7th of Mujam?
The 7th of Mushan, yes.
Didn't
I think it's
that priest say something about like if she was like a powerful? Or was I even there when they were talking about? Or was that just you?
it
Okay.
was
oh,
just
it was
me.
everyone except me because I got kicked out.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it was everyone
Never mind,
except
never
him.
Oh, that's right. He did get kicked out.
And just
Yeah.
just so you know, she died 5 days ago.
But I'd rather get out
Just-
of this room, to
I
be honest.
do think she's actually been dead a bit longer, 5 days or so. Just so we know. Bofur, remember you had a magical sleep, so probably.
Oh,
feel like
right.
a little bit less. But let's let's. I mean, are we ready to continue?
Yeah, I'm ready to get out of here. Let's go to
I'm
the
as
next
ready as I'll be.
Okay.
I think I'm good to go. Yeah. Let's do this.
All right. I want to check the
Since we
store
have a
for
new person,
traps. Oh, yep.
how do you want to line up now?
Well, I don't want to be in front. That's the part that matters to me.
Neither do
Yeah.
I.
I'm usually one who takes the
Yeah, I'm right
tries to
behind
take
you.
the brunt of it, unless it's like a crossbow.
Ray's gonna stand where you can
No more
see both
wrestling
she
fire
and
sticks.
I'm just gonna discreetly, not discreetly at all, just shift the arrow and the string of the bow. Make eye contact with Gray again. It's not a threat, it's just a statement.
I want to check the door for traps.
Okay, go ahead and give me a perception check, please.
Your heart radiant, open for the
It's only
eyes of knowledge.
Thank you.
I approve the fuck out of that. That's
So
awesome.
15.
Okay. No, this door has not been trapped. The best you can tell. By no normal means.
Is it locked?
It is not locked.
Okay, my work here is done.
Xavier, would you like me to say that I'm going to be casting guidance, or would you rather me?
I already know when you're putting lines in what
Understood.
you're doing. So if you want to keep up that aesthetic, I appreciate the shit
Yeah,
out of that.
I
And I
honestly do too.
already know what's
Me too.
gonna happen. If you speak a line of verse, that fuck it, you got it
Got
done.
it. Cool.
And I knew, obviously. So.
Yep, absolutely.
Okay, next.
Want to give it a knock here? All right, let's. Open sesame. Is there? Does it push in or push out?
It does push in. It pushes in. And let me go ahead and get some reveal for you.
And Doc is going to be kind of watching both directions, north and south.
All right. So, Ree, you pop the door open and you see a small 10-foot long by 5-foot wide hallway made of the same weird clay-like structure that you guys have seen before. You see a couple of pillars ahead of you, and that's about it as far as your torchlight can see. It does appear to open up.
All right. Ree will turn, look over at Gray, like just stay behind me. All right. There might be something dangerous in here, babe. Don't worry about it. I got you. Walk in.
Babe.
No, raise an eyebrow, but then just nod.
All right.
All right, let me reveal some more for you.
And then Doc will usher Gray in before her.
Thanks, but I'd stay at the back. And he'll nod
you-
towards the other one. Actually, good idea. I think
How did that go for you,
you
last
can get
time,
shot.
bud?
Yeah.
All right, so you,
I think
as
we
you
have to
get
step
in a little
further
bit
in.
more. All right, let me just open up some more for you here.
Oh.
Hang on one sec, I got you.
Your name is North.
Okay, give me a sec as you guys are walking here. All right, so this is what I will reveal for you. So, as you guys enter the room, you see that the room is obviously a holding area of some sort, though obviously by the initial glance, you're not entirely sure what the hell the deal is. There is a massive pile of gear and money, literally coins, weapons, armor, armaments, jewelry that have been very clearly to anybody, even the most bumbling of fools, lazily thrown into a massive pile right in the center of the room. Okay. To the east and the west, there are alcoves that each hold a single cage with what appears to be a body inside of them. Both cages have a pit that are clearly dug into the ground in front of them, from which you can see, from where you are with your dark vision, blood, whether it be fresh or old, leading from the cage into the pit.
Like something was dragged from the cage into the pit?
No, like something was cut in the pit, or in the cage, and bled, and the grade of the earth allows it to drain into the pit.
That's some fucked up shit.
On that note, there is also 1, 2, and 3 lights down here. I apologize. I do not pay for Roll20 fucking advanced or whatever it's called, so I can't do a light in here. But there are 3 small green beacons of energy in what appear to be like metal braziers that are giving off about 10 foot of light. So like this one here will give off the 4 squares to the immediate left, right, up, down, north, south, east, west of it.
Moradine,
What's
have mercy on
gross?
these souls.
I can't see anything. What's gross?
I'll move out of the way a little bit.
I'll walk into the room a bit.
Yeah, and as the light begins to kind of bleed out, you can see, and just, you know, these two big wood things right here, this and this, these appear to be weapon racks, but they're very disorderly, like somebody tossed them, literally, like, into this also massive pile of just random shit all over the ground.
Wait a minute. Doc, is that jewelry?
Lots of it.
Yes.
Yeah, looks like a lot of loot.
I want one.
I'm gonna
I'm
look
gonna
through
stand
it,
over
I
here.
guess.
I'm gonna look for gems.
We'll look for pearls.
gems. Okay, go ahead and give me an investigation check. I'll tell
I'll
you.
let-
I
I'll let
will
him
tell you
search.
everything that's there if you would like.
I'll let him do it. There's no reason for 2 of us.
Actually, I'm gonna help you.
Okay,
I'll
so
let him
yep.
let me do it.
So he's gonna point out the shiny things, which is a lot of shiny things. Go ahead and roll with advantage, Candace. All right. So that is fucking 19 and 20. All right.
Secondhand.
Here's exactly what you kids find. Ready?
Are
You
you
find-
ready, kids?
3 steel shields, 2 plate mail helmets, 8 water skins made of buffalo hide that are all empty, 10 sets of clothes that would be worn by peasants, more than likely farmers. You find 3 pikes. Pike is like a spear, by the way. You find 30 arrows that were very clearly made for hunting probably small game instead of, like, you know, humanoids. You find 2 short bows. 3... let me know if I'm going too fast, Candace.
No, you're
3 long swords. 3 short swords. 2 daggers. You find 1 giant clam pearl. You find a single diamond that is about the size of an adult gnome's palm, which is pretty fucking big for a diamond. You find 1,000 pieces of copper. 10,000 pieces of silver, 2,600 pieces of gold, and you find 10 small rubies that are flawlessly cut.
Oh,
Whoa.
Bofur.
What? Who's talking? Oh, it's you.
No, not.
Don't say that. You're making me sound like someone else for a second.
Bofur.
All right.
There's-
And as you say that, you hear Bofur.
Damn it.
I shouldn't joke about that. My
I have a new
apologies.
friend for you to meet, Bofur.
What?
Whoops.
What are you guys taking? What are you rummaging through?
I don't think we're gonna want the armor or the shields, right? Does anybody want a steel shield?
Real quick, let me ask this. Anybody who is not looking at this stuff, meaning anybody but Bofur and Doc, what are you three doing?
I know Ree is looking towards this direction with that blood stain in the cage.
Gray is, I
She,
guess,
where the
looking
fuck are you? You're way back in the other room. Okay, never mind.
Gray. Sorry.
Oh, go
Gray
ahead.
is looking at like the cage and is trying to like basically find out exactly, try and pinpoint, figure out what happened here.
Sure. So give me an investigation check, Ray.
Okie dokie.
Could I be helpful in this at all? Because I'm interested in. the
Yeah,
same
if
thing.
you you've got the torch. I mean, you are definitely
Yeah.
helpful. So go ahead and roll with advantage, Gray.
Okay,
thank you.
It's needed.
Can I have some of the gems and you keep the gold and
Much
copper
better.
and silver?
You can have the gems and the pearl.
They're pretty.
All right, give me 1 second for loot distribution. So yes, with the torch there, and with your guys' basic sight, you can see that there is the corpse of a humanoid creature that appears to be made of flesh instead of scales or some sort of weird hide, laying partially dressed in the cage. Its head is facing you, its eyes have rolled upwards, and it's clear that its throat has been slit from ear to ear. There is a trail of blood that leads from its throat outside of the cage and into the pit in front of it. As far as the cage's make, it is made of metal. It's about 6 feet high and about 8 feet long, about 4.5 feet wide.
And that pit looks like it's like a crack in the ground, like it does in the map, or is it?
Yeah, it actually looks like it was a pit, like somebody carved out, like dug out some of the clay that was, because everything down here has been like a really thick, heavy clay. So it looks like somebody has actually physically dug out like a hole, a pit for this. And then if you want to get closer, you can obviously look down into it and see.
Yeah, we will approach and take a closer look. I know it's probably a terrible idea, but she's gonna do it.
Appreciating her bravery, he'll put like a hand on her shoulder and go, do your best, and I'll give my last bardic inspiration to Ree.
Oh, okay, perfect. Yes, you've gained an inspiration. So as you approach,
Thanks.
So Ree, you
Immediate regret flashes over his face.
So Ree, you get to the edge of the pit. You look down into it. It's about 15 feet deep, and it's about half filled with blood. Most of it is coagulated. It's big, chunky pieces of blood floating there, with the most recent, the top layer being pretty damn fresh. And there's a very obvious streak of blood over the eastern edge down into it. Give me a medicine check, and because bardic inspiration only lasts for a very short amount of time, I would highly suggest, if you do not roll well, adding that to it.
I'm definitely not going to roll well with
It's
this
a
one.
D6.
D6.
Yeah, it's D6.
Okay. Okay, and then I'm just going to add.
Shit, that's actually pretty fucking good. But that's
I'm just going to add it anyway because I don't think I can use it.
Yahtzee,
right?
bitches.
Right.
oh
There you
fuck,
Damn.
19. Okay, few things for you, Ree. The person in the cage is half elven. They are male. They are probably between the ages of 25 and 40, which for a half elf is like in human years like 18 to 25, so pretty damn young. They appear to be farmer or very lower class, as they're dressed in essentially what would be like a burlap sack. And the cause of death was a slit to the throat, and they've been dead for no longer than 1 day.
Hey, good news. The pit is half full. It's not half empty. So we're looking pretty good there. Full
One way to look at it.
of blood. So I guess that's probably not a good. It's kind of silver lining on a cloudy day there, huh? There's some fucked up shit over here. I don't think I really want to look what's actually in the blood pit, but I'm gonna back up a little bit. So does the blood pooling in? Does it look like it's like kind of like funneled in, like they kind of like carved out like a little like funnel from the thing?
So yeah, what it actually looks like is that there's just like maybe a 20% difference in the grade from where the cage is to where that pit is, and then it kind of like picks back up towards you guys to level out. It looks like it was just graded downwards to where any bodily fluids would have flown into that pit.
And did I see any like scratch marks or anything like that, like around the pit?
No, it looks very undisturbed besides that.
That's some fucked up shit, guys.
Much as I hate it, the half-orc said there's more undead. Best to stay alert.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So back to loot distribution. As this is happening, this is all happening consecutively. I apologize. It's Bofur and Doc, your conversation about who takes what.
Yeah, so Doc will let him take the rubies and the pearl.
I'm sorry, Doc takes the gems?
No, let him.
Oh, I was like, what the fuck happened to Bofur? He needs to get his head checked. Okay, so you get 10 small, flawless rubies and one small fist-sized diamond.
And the giant
And
clam.
one giant clam pearl.
Understood.
That diamond, I would ask that it get used for what it can be used for.
I understand. I'll definitely not sell this one or do anything. I'll just
Thank
keep
you. But we're not going to take the steel shields or the pikes or anything unless somebody specifically really wants it. I would say I'd probably nab the daggers since I like throwing them.
Okay, so you gain 2 simple daggers, and
then-
you guys are leaving the coin, right?
No, I'm taking the coin.
Okay, sorry, I didn't hear you say
I
that.
was,
So I just wanted to
well, I
make sure.
didn't get there yet.
Do you think
Yeah, I
that
put it in the bag of
our
holding.
ranger needs these arrows?
No.
No.
Snap them.
Mind if I grab those, or would I have time to come back over here at this point, or is it? Or am I
Yeah,
still...
as they're digging through, as I'm reading this, I mean, they would have to have taken the time to count out 10,000 and 2,600. It was easily enough time for you to come back and take a look at this.
Yeah, there's short bows if you want.
Yeah, I'll grab one of those short bows, sure.
And here's some arrows for you.
All right. There you go. She'll just toss her javelins aside.
I think Gray will only take like 2 water skins because you're kind of lacking on the supply end, and maybe a short sword.
Can I try and see the cost of these gems with my jeweler's tools?
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and give me let's see, 1, 2, 3. Give me 3 history checks with advantage. I will allow you to use your with advantage on 2 of them. I'll let you use the dwarven stone cutting on 2.
You said history?
Yes, history, please.
Three.
All right. So yes, 3. So 1 at regular. Yep, perfect. Okay, so these small flawless rubies are worth 100 gold pieces each. The diamond is a 300 gold piece diamond. and the giant clam pearl is worth 150 gold pieces. If sold to the right individual, or kept for your identify spell.
The quiver
So
can only hold 20 arrows, right? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I can hold 30 if you really pack it tight, but 20 is typically like the norm.
And that's how many arrows there were here?
There
were
were
30.
30 arrows.
There were 30?
Yes.
Okay. I'm only taking 20.
There was actually 3 quivers here, but each of them only had 10 arrows in them, which says something about, you know. Oh, what the fuck happened?
Hold on.
If they're talking openly about stuff, then I'm going to...
Make a perception check.
Wait a minute.
Yep.
Hold on. Hang on one second. I'm gonna have Kat make a perception check to see if she even hears you guys. She's way the fuck in the other room.
Yep, because I'm watching her back at the moment.
Yeah, you hear everything clear as day.
But I don't like stop paying attention to my potential prey. If they are, they're talking about arrows and stuff, I'm going to walk in.
We need you here now. So you know those undead you were talking about? There's currently 8 hide, 2 plate.
I'm gonna need you to go ahead and stop right there.
Jeez.
I'm gonna need you to go ahead and
You
stop
know the undead you were talking about?
there. I need everybody to roll initiative right now for me, please.
Oh,
You know,
no!
I caught it. I caught exactly what you did too. I took the entire notes on this page just to check, and I was like, wait a minute.
There we go.
I didn't select. Sorry.
It's fine. I'll if you don't select, as long as I see it in roll 20, I'll be able to add you, so no worries.
I can't believe it. I caught it. You have 10 guys here.
Bum bum bum.
Savior, if you don't mind, am I allowed to use my...
Hang on, give me 1 second. Let me see.
I don't know how much time
Did you
we
catch
have.
that too, Candace?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
But to be honest, it wasn't until you started to speak, and then I was like, oh, hold on.
Okay, sorry, Lucy. What were you gonna ask, buddy?
I don't think we have that much time left, and I can use it this session, so can I use my inspiration for the initiative?
Oh, yeah. Oh, you're talking about the inspiration I gave you? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Please roll advantage. Yep, roll again.
Because you said we can only use that one session, right?
Correct, yes. If I give you an inspiration, it must be used the session that I give it to you in.
It's not better.
Not great. Okay, so going from the top, Doc, you did roll a 21. Re-rolled a 9. Gray, you rolled a 7 as your high. Bofur rolled an 11.
That's actually high for me.
I gotcha. She rolled a 20. I rolled a 14 and 21. Okay, give me 1 second. Descending. Bam. Alright, so. Give me also 1 moment to strike up some crazy medieval battle music. General medieval battle music. So, as you guys are wooing and poring over the pile of treasure in the middle of this room and talking amongst yourselves, you kind of enter, and suddenly this spectral form materializes in front of Bofur. Bofur, you immediately recognize this individual, who only stands about 4'7" tall, clad in splint mail armor, though completely purple and spectral in form, has the identical face of your late father, rearing back with a battle axe. He says to you through some sort of clarity within his control, "Bofur, son of a bitch, why did you come here? She made me!" And then he swings at you full force. Twice.
Oh.
I did not roll very well. My high was a 17.
Those miss.
And as he swings down at you, the battle axe once swings above your head. He rears back and you hear him say, "Damn it, boy, just die!" And he comes down on you again. You throw your shield up just in time to, boom, deflect the spectral axe. That ends his turn. Materializing, you see this, through the southern wall comes the very familiar dark spectral form of the revenant that has been hunting Bofur. You see Sharwin as she cackles and laughs with a blue fiery tome open in front of her. "Bofur? I finally get mine." She approaches.
Oh fuck, she's here.
Bofur, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, please. Oh, you just barely saved. So, she gives off this glare. Her eyes pulse with this blue and red energy, and you feel this sense of dread, Bofur, wash over you to the point where you almost think you're literally gonna piss yourself. She kind of glances over, surprised that you have resisted what she just threw at you, but it was to no effect. So this was the surprise round. Back to the top. So back at the top, we have her. She is starting the surprise round off by dematerializing and rematerializing in Bofur. Or past Bofur, I should say, not in you. God, she's not in you.
She was.
Somewhere in the distance, Seru screams like a crow.
He's probably here.
Probably.
He is here. Yeah,
He is here. Oh God, what have I done? Okay, so Bofur. Take a couple attacks here. Okay, so I rolled a 14 for one hit, the second hit, and she's swinging, by the way, with only her fists and claws. Though spectral in nature, one does manage to hit you. The other one completely passes through your body, but the second one hits you. Okay, so you take 10 points of bludgeoning damage, and then because you are the target of her vengeance, you take an additional 19 points of bludgeoning damage. So as she hits you, there is this concussive force that almost completely obliterates your shield. It sends a crack straight up the center of it and sends splinters through your armor and into your chest as she cackles. "Bofur, I'll finally have mine." And that ends her turn. Doc.
I suppose I'll attack her.
Okay.
That's only an 11.
An 11 does not hit. You swing, and your short sword glances off of the armor of the creature before you. You slice up with the sickle, and again, she kind of sidesteps out of the way in almost a very unnatural form. You hear bones cracking as she bends backwards and then sits back up.
Okay, this is a lot scarier than I anticipated. And I guess I will stand my ground.
I'm going to step into the room, go over here, look directly at Sharwin, and basically say, well, not basically, "You bitch, he's not yours to kill." And then, so she's my prey, and I'm going to try and shoot her.
Okay. Prey has been noted.
Oh, God. That was very bad.
Yeah, not good. So you fire, and as you fire, you hear it's almost as if she hears you say it. Her head cocks to one side and looks at you. Fire literally ignites from her pupils, and as you fire your bow, the arrow flies directly at her face, and she fucking smacks it out of the air.
Okay. I'm gonna say something very insulting in Orcish, and that's all I'm gonna do.
She responds in Orcish, "He is mine."
You can have him.
And die.
All right, Bofur, the spectral form of your father, through lunacy and clarity, begins to speak again as its arms come up in puppet-like fashion. "Damn it, boy, I knew you shouldn't have come here. Your fucking mother and them anvil hammer." And he comes down to swing at you again as his voice stops.
Storm get tired of him. Cast silence.
Again, both hits miss as you are focused so hard on Sharwin not, absolutely obliterating you. You throw your shield up and you're like, "Pa! King! King!" Both blows bounce off your shield harmlessly. As he stops talking, in the abruptness of him stopping to talk, his eyes, which are definitely spectral in nature, still resemble a humanoid eye, meaning that there is a quote-unquote white to it plus a pupil. When he stops talking and swings with all of his force, they go completely black. And then he shakes his head, they turn back to kind of normal, as if he is very intensely fighting against whatever is controlling him. Bofur, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and disengage.
Understood.
And I'm going to go ahead and cast Spiritual Weapon.
Okay, and what are you summoning?
I'm summoning a... Let's see. A whip.
I don't have whips, you son of a bitch.
Okay.
Here's
Dagger,
what I got.
a dagger.
I got sword. Do I have daggers? I do have daggers. Do you want a cutlass or a dagger?
Ooh, let's do a cutlass.
All right, where's it
Cut
going?
more.
Hang on one sec. I got it. Yeah,
That's a Keopesh. No, it's not
You're
a Keopesh.
You're
That's
a fucking Keopesh. Shut up. You get what you get. All right. Enjoy my $13 purchase, you bastard.
It's
You
gorgeous.
get what you get, and you don't throw a fit.
Shit.
That's
little
actually
shit.
that's actually a Gecko Roman sword.
Incredible.
Where do you want it? All right, you summon your fucking Kopesh or dagger, heave-haw, cutty blade.
And I am going to attempt to attack.
All right, go ahead and make an attack roll for me, bud. All right, so yeah, no, it definitely hits. Yeah, go ahead and give me some damage, please. 8 force. So yeah, you summon the dagger and it kind of like rears back and it launches forward, and as it does so, you see Sharwin kind of like react instinctively, like, "Oh fuck!" And it hits her. And as it does so, there is this pulse of energy, like two force fields hitting each other. Boom! And she rears back, and you see part of her chest completely disintegrate. It appears to deal full damage to her.
And at that point, I'm going to end my turn.
All right. Ree.
Okay, yeah. Finally seeing the throat demon in real life, fucking go into a red. Oh my rage is here! Ah, Ree! How many rages do I have? I think, yeah, okay, good.
I think you got like 3 left, don't you?
Yeah, I got one more in me after this.
Okay. Alright, so you go into rage.
Yep.
You guys see the fur, the hair, the skin thicken ever so slightly, and the hair kind of build up on her knuckles and shoulders and face. You are a bear barbarian, right?
Yeah,
Okay, just barbarian.
barbarian. Yeah.
Barbarian.
Dire rat barbarian. Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Can I occupy this space here?
You absolutely. You know what? okay, so technically there is a brazier there, but you can dance around it, especially because you are small. Bofur was technically medium, but he's a dwarf, so it's okay to occupy it. If you are actually medium-sized or taller, then not as easily. But yes,
So
you
then
can.
not me.
Correct, not you or she. Or Gray.
Or me, yeah.
Okay.
I have no plan on standing in front of both enemies. Thank you.
Yeah, she's gonna run up here and she's gonna take a whack at our throat demon lady.
Okay.
Sorry. She dropped the torch back here
Okay, thank you.
and took out her Morning Star. Bonus action raged. Run up, action smash. She casts whack. That's probably not gonna hit.
Give me 1 second. Let's see. 14. Nope, 14 hits. 14 does hit. So she, meaning Sharwin, appears to only be wearing the equivalent of what would be like leather armor. So yeah, it absolutely hits.
Okay. Real scream like, "Stop haunting my friend!" Whack. Nope. Natural one.
That not so much. Although with a nat 1 still rolling a 6 is pretty fucking impressive. But yes, the first one does hit, and she does take full damage from your Morning Star.
She took full damage from the first hit.
Yep, full damage.
Oh, wow, nice. Yeah, I guess that's it for me.
All right, so bam, 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 bam. Gray.
I can see this skeleton
Yes,
man, right?
you can. Yep, and it appears to be.
Okay.
It looks more of like a skeleton man on our screen, but for all intents and purposes, it is like a purple, spectral, like ghostly form of a dwarven man wielding a battle axe two-handed.
Okay. In that case, since this is the first real combat with Gray, and it's been a long time for him, there's gonna be like a shift in his demeanor. He's gonna actually look excited and wild, and he's going to go, "Good, it's been a while since I've had this kind of performance." And he's gonna run, and he's gonna slam on his gong twice, and I'm gonna cast Bane on both of those.
Oh fuck. Okay.
Let's extend this fight a little.
All right. So Bane. What is the save against that? Is it Wisdom?
It is a charisma save.
Oh god, that's not great.
It's 13.
Okay, so the Revenant did save, but Bofur's Papa failed horribly. I think we used that for Bane.
I can.
It's fine.
And then I'm gonna put that on
Yeah,
you
we
for
did.
concentration. But yes, that's fine.
Yeah.
Either way, one way or another. Yeah. So so the dwarven form definitely. You see the wait, actually, we haven't talked about your Bane yet. I was
Oh.
thinking Lucy's or for Boo Boo's Bane. What does
Yeah.
Gray's Bane look like?
Okay, so Gray's Bane is definitely a lot darker than Bofur's. It's these like hands will like stretch up from underneath, and then you know the violins have like the little play thing. Can't remember what
Yeah,
it's
the
called.
bow.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like the hands will come out with bows, and then the string of the bow will like start wrapping around.
Okay, so yeah, you guys see it as Gray slaps on the war drum and incants this spell. You see these like spindly violin and cello bows rise out of the ground, and the strings break free as if this thick, coarse, ethereal horsehair begins to spin wildly around the two forms. The Revenant manages to smack and shake it off, no problem, but the spectral form of the dwarf does seem to take it in full effect, as it is now actively working against him as he fights. Anything else, Gray?
Is there anything I can do? No, in that case, he'll 5, 10, 15, because
GTFO.
and then
Yep.
sit there. Yeah.
All right. At the top, the Revenant. The Revenant is going to... So she vanishes in a cloud of gas, and she rematerializes next to Bofur, and she turns and she says out loud in common, "You are mine. She cannot have you, but she wants you, Bofur." And she swings at you. So the first one definitely misses you, as I rolled a 14. The second one is a 26. So
Yeah, I'm gonna go down.
let's see. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, that's 27 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh yeah, I'm down.
Okay, so she hits you hard. The first one passes right through you as she fails to materialize her fist in time. The second one catches you across the neck, and anybody watching who would be she and Doc, you're behind a pillar.
I can see it.
Gray, you can definitely see it. Yeah, it's only Gray and she. The second fist comes down and fucking straight up breaks his neck. His collarbone shatters inwards, and he just crumples. He bounces off the pillar and drops to the ground. Doc. The spiritual weapon vanishes.
Uh-oh. Okay. Would I have seen where she went or no?
Oh yeah, she's standing right behind you.
Okay, I just didn't know how
Well,
much.
yeah. So she didn't. Okay, so I should have clarified this. I apologize. So there's two types of like movement things that will allow you to not take an attack of opportunity. One is what's called a trail, which means that you can see where they go, and one is a teleportation. So a trail, she vanished in like a puff of smoke or like a cloud, and you watched the cloud go over to another direction and rematerialize. A teleportation like Misty Step, or I mean, not Misty Step, I'm sorry, Dimension Door is like, poof, I disappear, poof, I reappear.
Okay.
But yes, this one you did see.
Okay, so I'll go over to her, and I honestly would probably take a swing at her since I didn't see Bofur go down.
Well, actually, you have a passive perception, 14. So give me a perception check. This is passive, it doesn't count against your action economy. 22. So as you round the corner of that pillar, you absolutely do see Bofur laying on the ground. His neck has straight up been broken. You can see his collarbone has been shattered. And this thing is over him, trying to essentially destroy him.
I don't know if I'd be able to think about this right now.
Yeah, no, it's fine. No, do with it what you will. I'm just letting you know what
Well,
you see.
because I know that we found that diamond. Do I happen to know if that's a large enough diamond for resurrection?
You would need to take your action because Bofur did not say. He just looked at it and put it in his pocket. You don't know. Unless you take it, you can search him as your action and take it, and then next round use your action to history check and identify and value it. Because he did not share that info. I don't think he had a chance to be fair.
No, he
but
didn't. I just know he has to die for her to go away. So I'm like, is it big enough?
That is true, and you, only you, know that.
Right. Well, I shared it, but I don't know if people really understood.
But only you have been told that very particularly by anybody of any importance. That yes,
Right.
he needs to actually die for this thing to end.
We had that conversation in front of the priest because the priest told me that I couldn't kill him.
We talked.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about it with the priest.
I wasn't there, so I don't know.
Regardless, I've given you the information.
Yeah.
Do with it what you will.
I'm gonna attack her
Okay, understood.
at 20.
Holy fuck. Well, yeah,
Let's go.
she does take the critical hit and the sneak attack.
It's only 16.
No, it's 16 times 2 because it's a
Oh,
critical
right.
hit, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
So 32.
32.
Fuck.
Damn.
And then I'll slash at her with the sickle as well.
And as you hit her, your short sword forces her body to partially materialize, and you cut through her right breast and into what would be her lungs if she was a physical creature, and she actually rears back, and you hear air escaping violently through the hole, and out of her mouth comes like this crazy crackling and gurgling, like she was gurgling up some sort of blood or liquid.
I'm gonna say, let yourself rest, and then slash at her again.
Okay, take the second swing.
If it hit, then it's
Yeah,
a 0.
18 does absolutely hit, and another 3.
And I am going to prepare myself for the inevitable ouchie that is coming.
Yeah, and as you hit her again, you kind of like brace yourself, and as you say what you say, she looks down at you and go, I'm sorry, what did you say? Let him.
I said, let yourself rest.
And she looks down at you and says, what did you say that in common?
Yeah.
She says it also in common. I can only rest once I've had my vengeance! And she turns back to him. She.
You enter incredibly orcish, insulting word in Orcish. This is not your hunt. And then swinging with my scimitars, because I'm close enough.
Okay. Go ahead and make your attack rolls.
I'll take it.
Okay, yeah, that absolutely does hit, and it does appear to deal full damage.
Wonderful. Following it up with the second one. Turning off Slayer's Prey because I already hit with it. Oh. Yeah, no. Second one does not go well.
A 9, unfortunately, does not hit. Also, thank God that was the minimum damage one. But as you swing, she throws her hand up behind you, and it's not that you miss, it's that her hand extends behind her. You hear like a and her hand goes out to an unnatural state and slaps the scimitar away.
I'm just going to keep insulting her because I know she understands Orcish. I'm just going to keep up a steady, litany of insults to try and distract her.
Okay.
And because she's pissing me off and trying to take my dwarf kill.
Fair enough. All right. With that being said, it is the dwarf daddy's turn.
That's what it's been dubbed.
The dwarf daddy. And he is going to. Okay, I put a token on him. What is the token I put on him? Who fucked him up?
It's for Bane.
Ah, Bane. Yes, thank you. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, that reminds me. Bane is gone. You went unconscious.
No, that's my Bane.
Oh, it is your Bane. God damn your Bane. Fuck
I'll
your
remove
Bane.
my Bane.
I'll put your Bane back on. You enjoy your fucking D4.
Bane the Bane.
All right,
will.
so this thing looks down, and its eyes shift, as it looks down at you and goes, I never wanted to hurt my son, Bofur, and swings down at you. That's a nat 1 and a fucking 13. He swings
Not today, big guy!
He swings at you twice, and you throw your shield up. Koom, koom. No problem. Bofur, give me a death saving
Can't touch
throw.
me, dwarf daddy!
D20.
Yep, just roll a d20. Roll it in up. Thank you. And that's a fail. So that's one fail. You're feeling strong.
Feeling strong. Yeah, I guess I'm concerned that she bamfed away. I don't know where Bofur is, so I know she has a laser guided vision to destroy him. So she's going to. She can see where she is.
Yeah,
now, right?
if you turn around, you can see like Doc is directly in front of you, swinging wildly at this thing, and the spectral creature of Sharwin is in the process of just aggressively swinging at something.
Okay. All right. So yeah, she'll just disengage.
Okay.
Bonus action disengage. Come up here. And oh shit, no, Buffer! And take a couple whacks at our girl.
Okay, go ahead and lay him on.
All right. Quack one.
Yeah, that does hit.
Oh,
That does
nice.
just hit. Yep, and it deals full damage.
All right. Number 2. I don't think that. Nah, that's not gonna hit.
A 9 does not hit. No, you throw the second one up, and again, the hand turns almost like a spider leg and smacks the Morning Star out of the way. You see a second version of this woman's face turn back towards you, almost pulling out of her actual formed
Don't like
head,
that.
and it says, "He is mine, Ree."
How the fuck do you know my name? And she's, as Ree's whacking, she's like doing the same thing, like, rest in peace! Rest in peace!
All right, Gray.
Okay, so I have a potion of healing.
Okay,
I intend to use it, but is it like an action to use it?
it is an action to use it.
And
Yep.
on Bofur?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, so he's gonna run over here, and then first he'll go. I don't normally do what I'm told, and then his head'll twitch, and he'll go. But players can't stop a performance this early, and then he'll toss it in.
Okay, so mark the potion of healing off of your character sheet and roll
Yes.
2d4 plus 2, please. Or just click the healing potion in your inventory. And it will do
I
it for
should have
you.
done that, but I should.
Oh, lame, Lucy. That's alright, just
Fine.
roll 2d4, it's no big deal.
4, so he gets 6 back.
Okay, alright, no, it's not totally bad. So, yeah, so 6 hit points back to Bofur. As Bofur, you are drifting through the nether. Something sweet hits your lips like cherries and apples, and your eyes flash open, and you are in the most excruciating fucking pain of your life as your guts are spilling out and you are still actively bleeding, and Gray is above you just like with this little tiny vial like, I got you, buddy, don't worry. Everything's gonna be okay.
He does have an absolutely like wild look in his eyes, by the way.
What the
If he can.
fuck?
Take that for what you will. Alright, anything else, Gray?
And that was my action, so let's see, 5, 10, 5.
Okay, fair enough. Her turn. Bofur.
Would she see? Because I'm still prone right now, I think.
What do you mean, can she still...
Oh, never mind.
Oh, you thought I meant she. No. She, as in the one who's been hunting you for the last fucking 7 sessions. Okay,
I don't think that necessarily clarifies.
you're not wrong about that. That is a 21 for the first attack.
You're gonna hit.
Well, I'm
Maybe.
gonna hit. I don't know. Let's see, if I do minimum damage, I actually might not drop you. Let me just check that.
Only have 6 HP.
Actually, oh yeah, you have 6 HP. I deal 6 hit. Deal 6 dice worth of damage plus 4. So you go into unconsciousness again. If I hit on the
Alrighty.
second one, then we've got a problem. And that is a 17, and you do not get
Miss.
your shield. You don't get your shield bonus when you're unconscious, brother. You can't defend when you're unconscious.
He's not unconscious though.
He is. I
Oh,
just
for the
dropped him to
first
0.
one.
Yes, I did. So you take 2 failed death saving throws. So you are at 0 and are 2 failed deep. Doc. You see, so what you see is Gray runs over, tips his head back, pours this potion in. You see Bofur sit up momentarily, and with that, you see Sharwin look back down and go, mine. And she swings down at him and smacks him across the head. He bounces his head off the ground, goes unconscious. She rears back again with her second claw and digs into his chest and just begins to drag her fist down the length of his armor. Doc, what do you do?
I'm gonna yell out
Ow.
to she. I'm gonna say, she, we bought a scroll. I think you're gonna have to use it. And then
He needs to die.
yeah, she'll nod. And then I will attack the crazy bitch in front of me.
Okay. I want you guys to know that I literally just threw one of my d20s behind our behind our router because I got so excited about that attack.
On forever. It's on
Yeah,
forever.
it's got.
I'll tell you what, this is tanking. Taking a lot of
It's only an
damage.
11.
An 11 does not hit. You swing, and she you hear this, like, screech, and she bends backwards, and your short sword goes through.
Oof. Alright, let's see how the sickle goes. That's an 18.
18 does hit. You do manage to catch her.
2.
What?
Do you need this?
No, I don't need that. I've got 5d. Oh, no. I'm good.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Candace was trying to hand me d20. I was like, no. I come up with plenty of d20s just in case. Okay, so you swing at her again with the sickle. You do manage to land a blow. And as you do so, you catch her in the shoulder blade and you hook her downwards, and you see her body kind of come down, and she looks up at you, Doc, and through these fiery red eyes, she says, "Let me have my vengeance! Fuck!" And she comes back up with her claws.
What did I just tell you? Oh, that was almost a very nice roll, and then it wasn't.
That was definitely not. No, you swing, and as you were about to hit her right in the spine, where that good roll was about to be, you see her entire body, like, turn into shadow, and then shift inwards, almost to where her back becomes a V to dodge your blow. Do you have proficiency in medicine?
No.
No? Okay. God, fuck you guys, man.
Hey, we can all see in the dark.
I don't really care about passing them
No,
up.
I mean, nothing that would give you any useful information in any combat ever, but okay. Go ahead, take your second swing.
If I really cared, I'd hunt her sense, but...
But we are where we are.
Yeah. I'll pause for just a split second. Let the hunter become the hunted, then. Let's try this again. Please be a better roll. And it's a better roll.
Oh yeah, that definitely hits. Yep. So that is going to be. So you swing at her with the second blow, and as her ethereal form kind of pops back to this normal, like, vertical spine, your scimitar hits, and you see this crush shift inwards as she kind of screams out, and her body kind of crackles and shifts back to its normal form. But you see that she's wavering ever so slightly. Alright, that brings us to the dwarf man.
Dwarf Daddy.
Well, I wasn't going to go there, but for the sake of Seru, here we are. So
Step on him, Dwarf Daddy!
He flies up and over the loot pile with whatever is still there, arms and armor, and he rests down in front of Bofur. And you guys all see his pupils shift back to normal as he glances at Sharwin and he goes, "I ain't gonna fucking do it. You can do it your damn self. You understand me?" And then his eyes shift to black and he goes, "This motherfucker let me die." And he rears back with his battle axe and comes down on Bofur. And that is a 24, which means that on a hit you failed 2 death saving throws, which means Bofur has officially died.
Bleh.
Again.
Everything falls silent in the room for just a moment. And you hear as the visage of Sharwin rears back unnaturally, her body purged in this white light, you hear the following.
Finally, my spirit can rest. It didn't have to end like this, Bofur. If you wouldn't have left me to die, my spirit would have left this world in peace. But no, you forced me into this. You signed your own warrant. The moment you chose treasure over me. And now, I've had mine. Let this be a warning to all of you. Every single one of you. She, Jolrithi, Doc, and you too, Mr. Gray. Also, tell your friend Meepo that I say hello.
And with that, the body of Sharwin, the ethereal form, flashes with this blue flame and then shimmers out of existence. And combat has effectively ended. So, let me ask
Dwarf Daddy disappear too, or is he still there?
Dwarf Daddy does not disappear. His battle axe falls to his side, and you see he blinks heavily through some sort of fog as his eyes turn back to normal. He looks around at the lot of you. He looks up and he says, "Oh, fuck, what have I done? Please tell me when you can bring him back."
She, get over here.
I ain't got a lot of fucking time. Get this boy back. I got information for him.
I'm going to step forward. I'm going to look for the scroll, and I'm going to hope that I can read it again, and hope that the instructions make sense, because I'm not a magic user.
Give me an Arcana check as you begin to do this.
Oh boy, this is gonna go so fucking badly.
Was she saying like any of that, like she's not a magic user at all?
Yeah, she's looking for it, and she's like, I shouldn't think that. Probably be like, oh, why I've got this fucking thing. Hopefully fucking words. Yeah. Oh, fuck. Sorry, Bofur.
Yeah, so you pull the scroll open. Actually, hang on. Let me get my chart out. Hold on.
I'm just hoping the words make sense on there.
Cat, make a wisdom check.
Just flat out check.
Just a check. Yep, just a wisdom check. Oh, not great. So you pull the scroll open, and you begin screaming the incantation out, and it sounds legit to you guys. She reads the first, 3 lines flawlessly. She gets to the 4th line, and you hear the octave in her voice drop like a half. And you're like, oh, fuck, what's going on? You see the edges of the scroll begin to smoke, and you see her kind of start to sweat and breathe through the incantation. As she finishes the entire scroll, in this white flame burn away, and nothing happens.
I'll turn to his dad and say, we've got to take him to some priest, but give me the information and I'll give it to him.
He looks down and he goes, what in the absolute fuck? None of you were capable of bringing my boy back? And his body fades out of existence.
Fuck.
With that, a small opening opens in the southern portion of the room.
I'm gonna go check it. There could be something that can help us.
How far was the temple from here?
It wasn't
Like,
very
from the
far.
Depends on how you're traveling and what you're carrying.
Yeah.
You're
But
not gonna
it was
be up
only
there.
like a 5 or 6 minute walk.
Carrying Bofur. That's gonna be.
And he is
tough.
way fucking overburdened, yes.
Nope. I want
Ooh.
to just go and just start moving, and I want to go and try and get the priests. I will
Okay.
remove myself from the
Yep.
rest of whatever. I'm just gonna take off.
Understood. Kat, what's your base movement speed?
30.
Okay, so it's just 30, and I'm assuming you're sprinting?
Yeah.
Okay, give me a Constitution saving throw for exhaustion, please. Okay, got it. Thank you.
Yep.
As Candace, let me back that the fuck up first of all. As you enter the room that has appeared below you, you see that there is a massive, absolutely massive, almost 17 feet long and almost just shy of 10 feet wide stone tablet lying in the center of this room. There are 2 bookshelves here and here with a large copper urn in the center of it. On the stone tablet, you see a number of tomes, books, instruments, including instruments that would be used to autopsy people who had been dead at some point in time. You also find a couple of smaller jars that are almost like canoptic jars, like the Egyptians had to keep organs in. To the rear of the room, there is a stairway that appears to lead upwards into a small alcove. What do you do?
I want to try to, because I'm the one that bought the scroll of Revivify, so I want to look through the books and try to see if I can find something that looks similar.
Okay. As you look down, I'll tell you what. Give me an investigation check. We'll start with that.
It's an 11.
Okay, so you find a few things of interest. One of them is very clearly labeled as a spell book, like a wizard's spell tome. It is bound in some sort of flesh. Give me a nature check, please.
Necronomicon.
You have no idea what it's made out of, but it's something humanoid.
Okay. Ew.
But that could be anything. I mean, really, anything.
See a
the base
nipple on the
surface.
cover?
Yeah. Oh, hey now. Yes, you do. You also find tons of documents written in Common and in a language you don't know that refer directly to the Nightshade Poisoners, which is a sub-sect of the Thieves' Guilds of Trupenshard. The spellbook appears to be in flesh that has been very long dehydrated, actually mummified. And it is very dense. There are like 20 some odd pages with lots of writing on it, and pictograms and diagrams and all sorts of shit.
Okay. Alright. I'll grab that stuff.
Okay, so you grab a wizard's tome and you grab the documents that relate to the Nightshade Poisoners.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what else do you do?
Is there anything like on the table that would kind of look, I'm like I said, I'm looking for symbols that are similar to what I saw on the scroll of Revivify.
Nope.
Nothing.
Nope.
All right. Anything else of interest on the table, I guess?
Not really. I mean,
No items or anything?
no, there's a small sack of cloth. There's tools and daggers and things that'd be like autopsy equipment. There's hooks and prods and things that would drain fluids, but not much else besides that. No.
All right. I'll go back in. There wasn't anything in there. At least I don't think so. And I'll present like the book and the documents and stuff. Can anybody read this?
No, definitely not.
Gray?
Read.
I can, but it'll take some time.
Give me 1 second to see if anybody can read. Wow, nobody knows one of the most.
I have comprehend languages.
I know, but I'm getting at nobody knows one of the most common languages in all of fucking existence. Okay,
Elvish.
so yes, but you have comprehend languages. Is that right?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, are you
So
casting?
how does
Sorry, go ahead.
ritual casting work?
Yeah, so ritual means that as long as you have the spell and you are a ritual caster, meaning it has to be in your category of ritual, like in your class features, you have to have ritual caster. If you have ritual caster, any spell you pick up as a ritual, you can cast for free with no spell slots being used as a ritual, but it takes 10 minutes to cast it.
Right.
I mean, he doesn't see there's any danger. I think he'll just cast it because he doesn't think he's going to use any more spell slots. So I'll just cast comprehend.
Yeah, and to be fair, I don't think bards are ritual spellcasters. I don't think they're. I think
yeah, just in case.
I'm almost positive bards, sorcerers, anything that gains their spells as a permanent thing are not in 5th edition D&D ritual spellcasters. Okay, so you spend a spell slot, which is what, a first
level
spell slot. Okay, so spend a first level spell slot, okay, got that, and you cast comprehend languages. Am I correct?
Yeah,
in
so I
saying that?
touch the books and then the language will change for me.
Okay, so unfortunately, comprehend languages reads as follows. For the duration, you understand the literal meaning of any spoken language you hear. It has nothing to do with written languages. So you cast the incantation, and the spell takes effect. You feel it impact you, but nothing happens.
It says you understand any written language that you see, but you must be touching the surface on which the words are written.
Understood. I was hoping you would find that before me. Here we go. So you touch it. And what it is to you is the following. Okay, so the tome that she gives you is the tome that she hands over that she says she can't understand is actually, you know what? Real quick, make a nature check for me.
Okay.
We'll start there.
23.
Wow,
natural
22. 20. So this is a wizard's spell tome that has been bound in the mummified flesh of a gnome. This spell book has the following spells in it, and if you are ready to write them down, let me know because there are quite a few.
Yep.
All right, level 1. Cause fear. Disguise self, false life, ray of sickness, and witch bolt. Level 2, blindness and deafness, blur, continual flame, gentle repose, ray of enfeeblement, and scorching ray. Level 3. And if you
Sorry,
know,
1 second.
Yep, no problem.
Scorching ray.
Scorching ray. And then level 3. And if you haven't guessed it by yet, animate dead. There we go. Bestow curse. feign death, gaseous form, phantom steed, speak with dead, summon undead, and vampiric touch. And the final chapter is chapter 4. Let me know when you're ready.
Pull 4 down.
Yeah, this was
It
no
was no
bullshit.
joke.
No, this was a no bullshit tome. So level 4, the final chapter of the tome, which is just titled 4 in Elven, is Blight, Dimension Door. Hold on to your pants, folks. Summon Greater Demon
Okay.
and Wall of Fire. And that's the end of the book. Do with it what you will. I'm also going to copy and paste this into our chat so that you guys can write it down should you need to. If you're going to share it, I should say that actually, Gray, if you intend on sharing this information.
I guess he'll read out. And I don't know if it lets me speak the language. But
It does. Well, it doesn't let you speak the language, but because you know Common and you understand what you're reading, you can translate it without issue.
I think what Gray will just say is he'll kind of close the book and go, unless we want to raise him back as dead, as undead, there's nothing.
I think that's exactly the opposite thing that he would ever want.
I
So
agree.
I'm gonna go ahead and start loading him up onto
There's a
my
staircase.
shoulders.
There's
I don't know. A
staircase in that
cleric
other room.
becoming undead is kind of ironically funny.
We're not doing that, Gray.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
I got a
Um,
spell for that.
There's a staircase in the other room. I don't know where it leads to, but there is a staircase. Do you want me to go check
I
it out
guess.
real quick first?
Yeah. Let's check it out first. It might just if it just leads to more fucking underground shit, that's probably a bad idea.
I'm gonna stealth before I.
Okay, go ahead.
So can I like make some kind of check or something to see if I really understand what animate dead does?
Yeah, make an Arcana check.
Okay.
Actually, no. You know what? Fuck the Arcana
Okay.
check. You were able to read the language of the book. You understand exactly what Animate Dead does. It tells you, as you're reading it, you are reading the literal arcane formula of that spell in the wizard spellbook. It's not like you read it out loud and it burns the spell away because it's a scroll. It is the actual, literal, raw written formula for that thing. And it tells you flat out, no, you can turn corpses into zombies or skeletons for X amount of days. This is what you can do, X, Y, Z. And then you put the pieces of the puzzle together.
Yeah.
This bitch, or however you say it, I don't know how you say it.
Yeah.
This bitch.
All right, 16 stealth. Candace, what are you doing? You very sneakily walk up to the alcove, the stairway.
I want to check the stairs and see where they go.
Okay, so you go up about 10 feet, and they lead to what is a small hatch in the ground, a small wooden hatch in the ground that you can see nothing above or hear nothing above.
Okay. I guess I will try to carefully and slowly open the hatch.
Okay. The hatch plops open, no problem. You look around, you look immediately behind you, and give me a wisdom check.
$18.
You see the walls of Middleton, like the actual battlement walls of Middleton about 4 feet behind you. This hatch, as you pop it open, you kind of look around the edge of it, and there's a bunch of grass and dirt and almost camouflage level material laying over the top of this hatch, and behind you is the wall. and you don't see anything else around you. But about 500 feet to your, what would be your south, you do see the road and a couple of torches of guardsmen.
Okay. Alright, I'll go back down and excuse me. I'll go back down and report. It looks like it leads us right out into Middleton. It might be better to go this way instead of trying to climb a ladder and rope and stuff.
All right, yeah, Ree will hoist Bofur as best she can.
I did see guards coming. I can help carry some of Bofur's stuff.
Might as well just leave his shit here, and he's not going to need it for a while. We can come back for it later.
Alright, okay.
Okay, so just so we're clear, you guys did leave the 3 short swords, 3 long swords, 2 short bows, 3 pikes, the commoner's clothes, the empty water skins, the plate helms, and the shields, correct? You took all of the legit valuable shit.
Did you take the short bow and the
I grabbed
arrow?
the short bow.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, 1 short bow. Okay, thank you.
And then Lucy took 1 water skin.
I took 2 water skins
2
and 1 short sword.
Okay. Oh, excellent. Thank you, guys. Thank you for your
you.
integrity. Well, don't thank me. These people died for that, so you thank them.
Thank you, Bofur.
What do you mean? I see it as an absolute win.
So, the one thing to keep in mind is I did see, it looked like there were guards coming.
I'm gonna just give this to you for free, Doc, because your wisdom is just too high to not understand what you were seeing. You were seeing the road heading west to Bree, and what you saw as far as the torches were guardsmen at the gates of the wall.
Oh, okay, so if we get up...
It's not like they were patrolling the outside of the wall. No, they were on the road heading east and west.
Okay.
And guys, I'll be right back.
Yeah, I think this is a good idea. We can go right back into town, get him over to the priest, and hopefully we can get him taken care of.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Sounds like a good idea. No time to waste. I don't know if they can... Hopefully they can bring him back. We got that scroll from them, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. Hopefully they're...
Oh, they got another one.
Here's something though. If we're gonna leave his stuff here, I think Kevin's still listening. I'm specifically going to grab Bofur's gauntlet and bring that with, and I'm also gonna search his bag for the diamond we just found.
Good call. Yeah, and I guess Ree would probably just take off his pack and then his shredded armor, and then hoist him up on her shoulder as best she can. Though I mean, pretty much he's slightly bigger than her, so it's not really hoisting so much as just kind of leaning.
Fireman's carry.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. So you take off what you need to effectively carry him back to town. As you guys kind of come up and out of the hole, you do all collectively realize, oh yeah, holy shit, this is literally like 15 feet outside of the city wall. Like, this is the city wall. You look up and you see this random fucking archer just walking past you, and you hear him in common saying, "Fucking rain, that's the last thing I needed." And he just kind of like tiptoes past you guys. You kind of hoof it towards the main road, and as you get there, 2 guards throw torches up. One of them looks down at you. "Oi, what the fuck you got there?"
We need help. Our friend needs help.
"What in the absolute fuck did he throw up on himself? It looks like he puked his pants."
We can we can talk about that later, but we do need to get into the priest as soon as we can.
Make a persuasion check.
I'll try and help because I have expertise in persuasion.
And what are you going to say to a...
Since I've been here a few days, I'll go. "Listen, man, we really need to get it." Gray wouldn't care that much. He'll go, "Listen, clearly you can see that this man has had a rough night. We really need to get him to the clerics."
Alright, I accept that. Candace, roll with advantage. An 18's pretty fucking good, but let's see how good you can get.
Oh, 18 it is.
Okay, 18 it is. But it seems to help. They kind of look at you, Gray, and they look down, and the guard to the left kind of looks at Gray and goes, "Oi, aren't you that guy that plays the drums over at the Green Lizard Gizzard?"
Yep, that's me.
So, alright. Hey, Murph, I think they're alright. Hey, might as well get your friend to the priest, otherwise he's gonna puke his pants again, and if he does it again, it's gonna come straight out his fucking chainmail, right?
Yeah, I already did.
And they kind of like, the one guy looks down at you, he's like, oh shit, he did, didn't he?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, all right,
Yeah.
take care of yourselves. You have yourselves a nice night, all right?
Thank you. And
Okay.
I'd like to
you
point
do.
out, Gray definitely have closed the hatch.
Okay.
yeah, good call.
She, about this time, as they're running through the front gate, you get up and into the tavern. As you have sprinted back through this little dungeon, up, you climb the ladder, or you climb the rope up into the main hall. As you run back through the main hall, there are people in here going about their normal activities. The half-orc, the bartender, he stops you at the door. He puts a hand up and he goes, Grom, by the way, and he goes, hey, you got yourself a second? We need to have a conversation.
We do? I need the priest.
I don't give a fuck about your priest half-breed. We need to have a conversation.
Oh, her metaphorical hackles are going to go up at that, and she will stop and do the equivalent of crossing her arms, just in belligerence in her stance.
And for everybody else who has excellent passive perception checks, that would be Doc, Gray... Oh, Bofur's dead, never mind. Doc and Gray, give me perception checks.
Okie
18.
Doc, as you guys are running through the front... Doc, as you guys are running through the front gate, and this is placed in front of your face, and Doc, you see this nailed to the main post leading into the city. He holds it up to you and says,
Oh no.
what the fuck is this, you fucking slaver? Where are your friends?
Okay, hang on, I need to actually get that bigger so I can see it.
Yeah, if you click the center of it, it should pop the whole thing up.
Yeah.
I'll read it out loud just for anybody who's here listening. It says, by the order of Master Thanari of Warcamp Mogu Mogu, she who has not been named Hunter of Warcamp Mogu Mogu is hereby declared open hunt for the murder of superior ranking officer, releasing of sentient property, aiding in the loss of sentient property, wanted dead or alive, bounty 1,500 gold pieces. And a very well-drawn picture of she.
She's going to, like, look at it and scan it, and she's going to, like, she's gonna stagger a half step back and, like, fight to just regain composure.
He looks at you kind of cockeyed, and he says, you and I, we might not be cut from the same cloth, but we are cut from the same bloodline. When you leave here, you come back to me. You've got 24 hours, or I'm gonna hunt you the fuck down and claim this bounty. You understand me?
She's gonna use the orcish respectful form of understood. Because I'm assuming there's variations in language just like any other.
Absolutely. And he switches over to Orcish himself, as he is half-orc.
Oh, yeah, I assumed that they would have been talking in Orcish.
No, he was not. He was talking in common,
okay.
but, like, heavily whispering it this entire time. And
Okay.
then when you switch to Orcus, he immediately, boom, switches over, and he's like, there is no need for bloodshed between you and I, but I know what you are now, and if you've been declared open hunt, you know that those fucking centaurs are coming for you. Come back and see me. You've got 24 hours.
She'll say it's a respectful version of understood, and her voice shakes ever so slightly as she does.
He nods at you, and he steps aside from the door.
And she's going to pull her hood up, and then take off for the...
Am I able to... Can I snatch that off as we walk by?
Are you trying to do it sneakily?
I guess a better question would be if there's a bounty like that hanging up, are people allowed to take wanted posters?
Usually, if there is a bounty hanging up, it is free game to snatch it, because that means that somebody taking it is a bounty hunter, and they are going to in turn hunt the bounty. But if there is a wanted poster up, there's not just one in a city. There's probably
Right.
about 100. So
Yeah. No, I just wanted to grab that one. I'm not trying to
no problem. You snatch it. Boom, you rip it right off.
deal with this later.
Okay. So you guys all bolt back to the Temple of Palor. You all arrive right about the same time, especially with the hiccup that Kat had as far as the orc is concerned, and Doc just looking at it and going, "Oh fuck, I know that face." Yoink! And then and then fucking bolting. You guys all arrive at the priests at about the same time, and guys, that's where we're gonna end it for tonight because it is 10:10. I very much like where all of this is going.
No.
Yeah, so hey, look, if we finish one storyline, we've got to move to another, right? So yeah, that's where we'll stop for tonight. Does anybody have any last minute questions or anything that I can answer before we progress into what would be next week's session 22?
Boo Boo says he won't be here next week. I don't know if you saw that.
Oh shit, I didn't see that. Boo Boo, you're out
I
next week?
kind of wanted an ending, so I know if I'm gonna be Bofur or not.
Oh, no. Okay, so I will say that anything can happen in the world of Dungeons and Dragons, depending on how the dice roll and what your friends do to save you. Bofur, okay, so the way that the Revenant as an entity works is that until it reaps its vengeance, which I think it's made pretty fucking clear by now, anytime it is destroyed, it will come back every single time within a certain amount of time for an entire year and hunt you. Bofur had already signed his death warrant. He was already bound to die. There is definitely a possibility that he can be brought back. I will also say that Bofur has only died, what, once? Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she
So there,
resurrected.
so there is a 2% chance that if somebody can resurrect you in this town, actually, technically Raised Dead, because Raised Dead is, I think, 5 or 10 days, which is a much cheaper option than Resurrection, meaning 1,000 or 10,000 versus the 500, as far as gold piece value, by the way, that you come back. So I would not say, no, I won't be here next week. I would say, hold on to your pants and trust your friends as we are in the process of concluding your storyline. And that's all I got to say about
All right.
that. Okay, anybody else?
I'll have a backup character planned. Because I have not inspired loyalty with this party. I'm not coming in with a new one.
You haven't?
But you're right. I just need
Hey,
to
Xavier, if I die, I'm making a
football
wizard.
bestie.
Thank God, somebody with fucking
seriously.
Arcana checks. Can you pick up medicine too? I mean, I'm just fucking done.
I'm gonna use that tome you gave too.
I should be a necromancer. Okay.
Oh my god.
This is mine.
think, yeah, Ree would be like, I'm out. Okay. Any last minute questions?
No.
All right.
Why was Sharwin so stingy? Come on, Raised Dead could totally have been in here somewhere.
Get the fuck. No, you can't. I mean, you can't use a wizard's tome as a single shot. I mean, you could try.
That's true. I was gonna
You
try
could
it.
try if you're a wizard, and if you're not a wizard, you could try even worse. But man, if you fuck up, actually, honest to God, there was a 2% chance that when she cast that Revivify scroll, that it had some very, very naughty effects. Which, thank goodness, it was just the didn't work. But yeah.
I almost blew the whistle just so he could walk himself, so we can get back there with all his shit.
I thought about it, but I don't
You're
know
talking about
it.
night. You almost used Nightcaller on his ass. Oh,
But I thought
my
it through. I was
God.
like, nah, he'd be pissed.
Would I even
Yeah,
be
the
conscious?
iron.
Do you want to be a zombie?
You would, yeah, you
Would
wouldn't
I,
know.
would I even know? Like,
You wouldn't.
I'm gonna tell
If you
you.
were resurrected from the zombie state, you would have had no idea unless somebody told you.
Doc 100% would have told you, though.
Unless by some weird divination spell, Mordine was like, "Just so you know, my boy, your friends turned you into a fucking zombie."
no,
Ree
it's,
would have let
it's-
that shit slip
it'd
eventually,
be
too.
more. It'd be more like I'm a zombie, I lose my connection to Moradine.
Oh, no. It's
Wouldn't
not
be your
that deep.
fault.
Yeah. Okay, on that note, you guys, we'll go ahead and end here tonight. I'm going to jump over into Raid World, and we'll raid somebody here on stream.
Thanks, guys.
This was awesome.
Yeah,
Honest to God, this was a very, very, very cool session. So thank you guys for not only the role play, but the tactical thought that you put into how things were going, and yeah, it was a good time. So thank you.
I was trying to play it tactically, but
It was very
Oh,
smart.
you
No,
were meant to
seriously.
die.
I'm telling you right now, I have never seen in years and years and years of playing Dungeons and Dragons a turn undead that effectively put 2 100 hit point undead creatures at the opposite side of a room to essentially cower until they were murdered. That was very well done.
can I ask a real quick question?
Yeah.
What were the percentages of you knowing that I was going to get smacked in that third room?
Wait, what were the percentages of me knowing that you were going to get what?
Smacked.
I don't know what the percentages were, but when you guys... Oh, you mean the final room?
Yeah.
The one where you actually got killed?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there was a fucking revenant and a sword wraith warrior, which was what was the essence of your father.
Who were 100% focused on you.
Who were their only goal was to kill you, because once you were dead, they were free, and all they wanted was salvation. And while the living fight against being dead, the dead fight against killing something in order for them to then have salvation amongst themselves. So their only they were going to attack nobody but you until you died. And if you guys killed them both, which was a possibility, they would have vanished, and then the Revenant would have come back in 1 to 7 days and done it all over again, and for a year.
My backup plan was actually to drag Bofur into the room where the ogres were and then use Nightcaller and then have him fight on our side.
That would be fucking cool. Weird, but cool.
That would have been amazing, yeah.
But yeah, honestly, if you guys would have walked in full boated and ready to roll, I think you could have probably taken Sharwin, and because honestly, the Sword Wraith Warrior was a chump. I mean, he hit nobody. And the
Kill both.
well, I mean, technically, but it took a guy dying for him to finally fucking hit. So, yeah, but Sharwin was a bitch, and she didn't even cast any of the spells that she had. She was just swinging at you with fists. So,
Which, good lord have mercy, she swung for like 29 damage.
the only reason she dealt that damage, though, is because you were the target of her vengeance. Anybody else, she only dealt 2d6 to. To you, every time she hit, it was 66 plus 5.
Fuck.
Yeah, it's fucking nasty. So, that's a little bit of knowledge.
Before you,
Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, before you disappear for your send off and going to stream someone, I would like to say that we hit some fantastic like one-liners this session.
My God,
Some
yes.
of I think some
yeah,
of the
she
best.
takes those.
I was writing down some of them just because I'm gonna send them into the chat. But there were some very good lines, and I really appreciate that. And Lucy, I think my personal favorite was your vicious mockery. I don't know if you'd planned that out or if that was on the spot, but the let's add insult to injury. You're nothing in life and you're nothing in death. I know it failed, but
That was
like,
good.
damn, that was gorgeous.
That
though.
is the ultimate insult to any undead creature. Could you just imagine something with even a little bit of sentience looking at you and going, that fucking hurts, as its head splits open and like, oh, what the fuck, man?
Yeah, I
My
included the
favorite-
pun specifically for Sarah.
Very good.
My favorite from Bofur was, "Are we going to keep talking about my plumpness?"
That's good.
Dirty store-bought 20, and then both Candace and Lucy saying Goodwill 20, and then some of the lovers quarrel, the lovers triangle that's happening between Dockery and Gray. Even though, I mean,
Funny thing about that is like there's
not.
not really like a triangle at all. It's just like
No,
it's Reed is the only one who's actually like interested in that whole
And
thing.
anybody, yeah,
It's
Doctor
very
Sarah.
one-sided and entirely convoluted between the group. Like it's wonderful. And oh god, yeah, you guys just fucking warm my heart. Okay. We'll see you guys next Sunday. If anybody has any scheduling conflicts, just send me a message sooner than later so we can plan it. And yeah, we'll pick up where we left off, right in the Temple of Palor.
Thank you, guys.
Sounds good. Thank you.
All right, guys, we'll see you soon.
Bye, everybody.
All right, so guys, my friends, we are going to raid Fujiwater. Fujiwater 22. Here we go. Raiden Fuji, because I love Fuji and we haven't seen Fuji in a while, and Fuji deserves all of our love. Guys, give Fuji a huge DM Xavier welcome and shout out. And also, I just wanted to quickly say thank you to everyone who popped in tonight and who was hanging on here. We'll be back on Tuesday for Candace's Tuesday night crocheting chill stream, and then we'll be back for my Wednesday night Temple of Elemental Evil stream, and then we will progress into the weekend. This was a fantastic session 21. Ta-ta for now.